What's going on, y'all? We live. For some reason the camera's not really zoomed in. Quality ain't there yet. Brought to you guys, brought you some VeVe content. I'm excited. A lot of crazy things are happening in the VeVe world, and I'm just enthusiastic and crazy that we're in the time right now. We're in historic times. Like, people just can't realize, we're in historic times. Like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that a lot of people aren't really realizing that we're in, because it's kind of hard to see. Once we're in the midst of it, we're in the midst of the staircase. Like, there's going to be ups, downs, but it's so hard to see. Like, once you step out and zoom out, you can see the whole landscape of where this whole thing is going. And it's crazy times. I'm excited. A lot of crazy. I don't know what the drop's going to be this week. I don't know if we're going to get Marvel. I've been hearing Marvel's going to come like later in the year. So I don't really know. A lot of people are asking me, guys, any tips on drop? So, brother Johnny just tuned in. Let's go. I didn't even put this out yet on Twitter. Let me go post this on Twitter and everything. I just think we're in incredible times right now, man. I think like people are gonna look back and we're in historic times. Like, the first ever Batman that's ever minted, the first ever Superman FA that's ever in premium digital format. Like, we're only gonna go into the digital world even more. It's gonna become more immersive. We're not gonna come out of it. So, like, just imagine how many more Batman are going to drop. All different apps, I'm sure in the future, all different Superman are going to drop. But right now, this is the first and only time in premium digital format in the history of the world that we have access to the first Batman, the first Superman, all these legendary superheroes. It's almost like going back in time, and when Pokemon just dropped and all these things just dropped, you're like, hindsight 2020, you can be like, these are important. These are valuable. I got to get these. And that's kind of like where it's at right now. I remember going back 3 months from now. 3 months from now, just 3 months ago, Starfire was $83. Rizzo was $400 in the marketplace. And this is when I was like, I'm not going to spend $500 yet on a collectible. And looking back, just 3 months ago, so much has changed. I would just be buying up all the Rizzos, all the Starfires, everything. So, like, imagine 3 months from now, when they start advertising, Tom Brady says, yo, go get my collectible on VeVe. All these things are going to keep happening. They get listed on major exchanges like Coinbase and Binance. Like, it's not going to happen like that. Nothing in the world happens like that. Crypto people are just used to, not even just crypto. Our whole generation is just used to everything happening like that. If things don't happen and you're not rich in the first couple of months, people are like, it's a scam. Instead of thinking like if you get rich in the first couple of months, that's a scam. People are so used to the instant gratification to where if you're not rich, they think it's a scam. It's crazy. But I truly believe just a little bit of marketing, they haven't even had to really market. That's the craziest thing. Like, we've been their marketing. Like, it's not like they can go to 0 to 100 at any time they want. They're just sitting back, crossing their T's, dotting their I's. Like, hey, would you rather have a Rizzo or a Dragon Girl? Wow, you put me in that kind of tough situation right now. Rizzo or a Dragon Girl? I'm going to have to think on that one. I'm going to catch up these comments real quick, and then I'll get back to it. Todd's Force 555. That's crazy. Todd's just going to keep going up, man. Todd's the first ever minted. I have one listed at 650 right now. It's my highest mint left. It's like a 2000 number. So it's even a low mint, but I have like 5 other Todds that are all 1000 mint editions. So I'm going to keep those. But, man, VeVe is the best. Dude, VeVe is really the best. I believe it too, man. Microwave generation, man. It's true. Like, if it's not ready in 10 seconds, like, think about it. VeVe is literally in the first 4 or 5, I think maybe 5 months now. What is it? First 5 months ever launching publicly. They've got year 3 numbers. They didn't expect 350,000 users until year 3. Like, what? Everybody's complaining. Just soak it all in and just be. It's a blessing that we're here right now. It's a blessing we met everybody that we've met, that I've met, and we're just in a crazy opportunity right now. It's hard to see. People are emotional. People are over leveraged, and because of that, when people are over leveraged, I'm over leveraged. But I have the foresight to see. I can zoom out and see where this is all going. So I'm not like emotional to the point where I don't even look at Omi right now, because to me, short term, it doesn't matter. So I just truly believe that like over time, we're going to be looking back at this period of time and we're going to all say, why didn't we buy more? I know me, I can't buy more. I'm tapped out. So I'm right now trying to reinvest a little bit of my dupes, but I don't want to sell too many because I don't want to, I know what it's going to be in a couple of months. So like, I don't want to sell too many right now. So I'm trying to get rid of the ones that have like 5, 6 of, maybe even 7 of. I was lucky to get, man. So like I just sold a Todd actually just because it was a 4,000 mint and I need to reinvest. I'm going after a set right now from season 1 that I think is going to be big and I don't have it. I'm trying to, load up on my season 1 sets. I was blessed to be where I was in the moment of time to be able to get the sets I had. And there's only a couple from season 1 I don't have, and that's my goal. So I'm really trying to go after the season 1 set. So I sold 1 Todd, and I have 1 more Todd listed, and after that, I have 5 more Todds that I'm not touching because those are my babies. It's the first. It's a historic piece. It truly is. What up, gang? That freezer hack, though. Speaking of microwave, the freezer hack, yeah, that's so funny. When I really hope nobody did that. It was just all fun and jokes. Like I hope everybody knows I was just kidding around. I just saw all these hack things going around. I was like, yo, the freezer hack. I thought of it. I was like, yo, what if you just put your freezer on the phone? You gotta put it on the plate though, No freezer burn on the iPhone. Cools down the Wi-Fi. I sold my one on the Todd the other day at 3. No, Brendan, no. I mean, 300. It's so tricky because things just stay right where they are for a while. So like 300 was like the price, for a while, like consolidating at 300, and then all of a sudden this growth spurts to start happening, and we're gonna see it keep happening. I think in the next like month or two as Comic-Con happens, they're probably gonna start marketing towards like comic fans, and so it's rising quick. You got to get it back. You do have to get it back, Sean. You're right. I bought another tie for 3 for 3 the other day. Nice. Working on it. At least everything appreciated. Yeah. What you thinking the girl drop this week will be? Johnny, man, I snagged the ultra rare Robin for 640. Next day, bam. Couldn't believe it, dude. Ultra rare Robin. First appearance. Money. I love that one. I wish I had more than one. Shout out to Todd Father. He gave me one. I traded Todd for it, but I had to complete the set. Gotta have a Robin. Hello Kitty. I've been hearing Hello Kitty, Barbie. I said Barbie earlier in the stream, but I meant to say Hello Kitty. That's what I've been hearing a lot of. But I don't know. I don't really know what the drop could be. So it's interesting to find out what it's going to be. I'm excited, man. I finally got some gems now. I can reinvest. Like when you don't have gems, you're not that excited about the drop. You're kind of actually like almost mad the drop's happening because you don't have time to, reload. But now I got some gems and I'm pumped for whatever's about to drop. But I'd be down for kitties over Barbies. Yes, hello kitties, Barbie or Cabbage Patch. I mean, it goes to show you too that they're so smart, Alfred Kahn is a genius. They're all geniuses. Dan, David, even Reese, man. Like, all right, how you attack the mainstream is you go after the kids. Think of Fortnite. Think of Call of Duty. The micro purchases that happen. Micro purchases in video games are already like $1 billion industry. So the fact that they're gonna have micro purchases, Barbie's gonna have different skins or not skins. I was thinking Fortnite. Barbie's gonna have different dresses. People are gonna have different outfits. Cars are gonna have different rims, different paint jobs. All that's gonna be burn and Omi. The showrooms are gonna have different decor. All that. The microtransactions are gonna burn so much Omi. Then think of that alone, even just listed on the one exchange or whatever. Then you got major exchange listing gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. Coinbase is invested in Immutable X, so a Coinbase is going to be listing it eventually. I see probably the top of 2022. Could be wrong, maybe even more, maybe longer, but I really see something like that happening. I'm gonna still buy it on Coinbase. I'm gonna buy it at $1. Just to say I bought it at 0.002 or 0.001 and then all the way up with $1. There's gonna be people buying Omi over $1. Like, think about that. Man, I'm excited. I'd be down. What a Pokemon surprise Comic-Con event. Wow. The first one ever released. The homies. She's Omi on Coinbase's endgame. It really is. It's the it is the final level, man. Vegas is gonna be lit with the Omi fan. Yeah, Vegas is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna dress up. I'm my bat cape. It's so funny because like I really wasn't into the collecting world. Like I'm not into comics like that. Like I don't know that kind of stuff. I had like favorite superheroes. Like obviously Batman was big. Spider-Man, of course, Superman. I liked Wolverine. I liked the Hulk a lot. Like I wasn't really. I was more into like. I don't want to split them up because you can be into both for sure. But just for me personally, I was more into like the sports world. So I could tell you all about sports, but I couldn't tell you about comics. You know what I mean? So it's cool to just kind of see that I've turned into such a big collector. And I wasn't even like your hardcore comic person. So I think it's just awesome to see. I can't wait to just. It's going to be mainstream. They're going to be commercials, I guarantee, about VeVe. I would love to be in them. Man, I would do it for free, honestly. Shout out to VeVe and the team. Just because it's so exciting. It gets people like me who I look at myself as like a mainstream person who's not your crypto head. I'm not your specialist collectible. I'm your everyday average person who got into VeVe, and I've gone down the rabbit hole into all crypto and Omi and VeVe is what got me all into the Ethereum and crypto space. I found Bitcoin in like 2013. It was like $50 a coin. I was like, nah, lost. I took an L, big L. You got to be able to learn, like when you're wrong, to learn from it too, to capitalize on your mistakes. You got to learn from them. Can't just keep making the same mistake over and over in life. And that's what I think I do well. I'm not the smartest person, and I'm not afraid to admit when I was wrong. I could say I was wrong. I was definitely wrong, and I'm going to learn from it here. Like too many people, I think, get caught up in not being able to admit they're wrong. I found Top Shot. It was like late summer 2020. Laughed at that. Second L. I was like, NFT. I was like, these people are literally buying moments that I'm watching on YouTube. This makes no sense. I don't get it at all. It's literally just stupid. And I've been hearing NFT now. Gary Vee's been talking about NFTs for like longest time, and I'm like, no. So finally, like January, February is when I'm like, okay, enough's enough. I'm diving into the NFT space finally. And what I learned was I was the biggest hard-headed person in the world, and I was taking loss after loss because I didn't realize. I was like, wow, I was an idiot. I was so hard-headed, I just didn't want to learn. I didn't want to dive into a space I didn't know. So I was like, okay, you know what? Time's changed. I'm learning all about this right now. So that's when I started really learning about NFTs and realized, oh, NBA Top Shot is legit. It's a real thing. People are buying and selling because of the limited amount. I understood what like blockchain was then. I'm like, okay. And this was like early February. Then mid-February came, and my parents found my Pokemon cards I had when I was a little kid growing up. And I was like, wow, this is unreal. I'm looking them up. I had some like, Pikachus. I had some other like first edition Machamp still in the wrapper. I got a couple $1,000 worth of Pokemon cards. I had no idea. And I'm like, this is insane. But I didn't understand how they were valuable even. I had Pokemon cards, but I didn't understand like the collecting aspect. So I'm looking up like what first edition meant. I didn't know the simplest things. I didn't know what I knew about them, but I didn't understand why that was important. So like I'm learning about like all this like limited amount of stuff, how that's like valuable. At the same time, I just learned what NFTs were. So it was a perfect storm of everything brewing together. And as I was looking up all this Pokemon stuff, mind you, I dive into everything like full throttle when I like it. And so I'm diving in on this, like not sleeping, but I found a VeVe article or a YouTube thing. And as soon as I found that, it was intriguing, just the coloring of it, everything. I clicked it, I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's all coming to me now. Everything I just learned between NBA Top Shot, passing up Bitcoin, like Pokemon cards, everything happened at the perfect time of my life. Like end of February, March 1st is where it's exploding now. I'm like, oh my gosh, it feels like gold. It feels like so hot. It's like, this is it. But I'm kind of like drained right now because I just spent like weeks like not really sleeping. So I wanted to just quit. But I'm like, no, I'm diving into this. So I download the VeVe app. I get a collectible. I play with the one collectible for a while. It was the Mando O'Connor Batman. I'm like, this is insane. Augmented reality, taking pictures with hours, like not really understanding to like buy more. And then I'm researching the company even more and more. So I bought like 3 more. I think I bought the Ghost Sign, the regular one. I bought a Todd Batman, and I forget what other one I bought, but I had like 4 or 5 maybe collectibles in my showroom. You can go on my Instagram and look up early showroom pictures. I had like 4 in my whole showroom. I was like, buy my rare collectibles. I had no idea really what was happening yet. My Instagram is VeVe NFT collection. And it's just, I look at it all the time. I go back and look at it because it's like a time capsule. It's crazy. I, I I took the first ever VeVe selfie. Like literally, like it took me like 10 minutes because the button's so small. But to take it, you had to like flip it around, and so maybe it's like the first tweet one day. You know, you could sell that as an NFT. But it's just crazy to look back because so much has happened since then. Like I should have just bought everything at once. People ask me if you could go back in time, what would you do differently? And the only thing I say is, like, I didn't know I was going to spend over $500 at one point. I spent thousands. So like, I would just do it all at once. Like I wouldn't do it over time slowly. Like it took me a good 3 weeks to be like, I'm sold. Like I was pretty much sold after 2 weeks, but like on the company, like dumping all my money in, I was like, no. This is bigger than. After 2 weeks, I was like dumping everything in. And I remember my first 2 weeks on the app, there was no drop. The drop kept getting pushed back because there was like an overload of service of it was like too many users on the server. And that was only at 10,000 users. I joined when there's 10,000 users. And so it was like so laggy and everything. I'm meeting crazy people because on the app back then, there was no follow for follow spam. This is before the spam took over. So I'm like following people, you know, I've met the best people in my life. Shout out to Franelations. I met the Todd Father then. I met some crazy people. Shout out to Kyle Wilson. Like some real solid, authentic people, man, that I met early on that feels like could be like a lifetime friendship. And I met a lot of people who were collectors in the physical world who've been doing it for years, 20 plus years, and they're now into the NFT world and they're buying VeVe NFTs. So it kind of validated, and these people are in their 30s, 40s. I'm in my late 20s. So it validated for me that like, okay, I'm in the right place right now. And these aren't just little kids buying. These are like grown adults who know what they're doing. Because I came in this, I didn't know who was on the app. I saw Batman. I felt like it was kind of for kids, but I knew getting into the collecting world and researching it, I knew it was legit. Like these are premium licensed brands. That's the other thing. I don't think a lot of people are understanding this. NFT space is going to become saturated, I believe, over time because everything physical is going to become digital. You're going to see everything become an NFT. An NFT this, an NFT that. And I think over time, you're going to really see start a funnel happen into premium licensed NFT platforms. And you'll always have those, you know, exceptions. You're going to have other platforms that aren't licensed maybe that bleed through the cracks. You're going to have that. Kind of like when the .com happened and every website popped up. Everything turned into a website. And Amazon was one of them. Amazon, look what Amazon is today. There was people who bet on Amazon and bought their stock at a couple dollars, whatever it was, when they were only selling books. That's kind of how I see VeVe right now. VeVe is only selling collectibles. Amazon was only selling books. People believed in Jeff. People believed in the team and Amazon's vision. They didn't even know they were going to sell everything. And I think VeVe is going to sell everything. Everything premium. Imagine the Statue of Liberty being an NFT, a collectible. Imagine the Liberty Bell. All these like monumental things maybe aren't coming to VeVe. Maybe I'm kind of speculating, but I'm just using them as like examples, kind of like I think we're in VeVe right now where they're only selling collectibles. And it's going to happen for a while. And they're going to branch off and they're going to start selling everything. They're going to start selling shows, show tickets, movies. I don't know, but everything I see happening over time. And I was explaining too, shout out to Wendy. I was on her live stream. If you guys aren't following Wendy, go follow Wendy. She's amazing and a huge part of the community. And I was telling her that I just see AR goggles right now, how they're big and bulky and everything like that. Kind of like how cell phones were when they were huge. Like cell phones were gigantic at one point and like a big antenna. And if you told someone they're going to, you know, carry that thing around with them 24/7, they're going to be like, you're crazy. But cell phones over time sleek down and now everybody carries it around with them 24/7. This is still even big because it's got a big case, but you see what I'm starting to say? Like AR glasses are now bulky. It's like a big thing around your glasses. You look like a clown kind of if you have it on. But soon they're going to sleek down and they're going to be frictionless. They're going to be seamless. They're going to be literally like, all right, I got my AR glasses on right now. And these are sunglasses, obviously, but like they're going to be like regular glasses. Like I don't have my regular glasses down here, but they're going to be just like my regular glasses, and everything. Everybody's just going to be walking around with them. I think it's going to get to a point, maybe like 5-10 years, to where the cell phones will be eliminated because these will get so good. You look down on your phone and you're just operating like I could be looking at my phone right now in AR. I'm just operating it. It takes up no space, don't need in your pockets. You just are on your AR phone. I think it's going to take a while to get to there, but I see that happening. I think the first iteration are going to be like these with real life use cases. Like say, this is a perfect example. I always thought about like if I was deaf, then I could then read people's like a caption pops up underneath like whatever they're saying, and I could read it. But when I was having the live stream with Wendy, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing because she can speak different languages. So she's there translating with other people, and shout out to Caesar and Sam. I think those are the names on the live stream too. And so like when they're speaking different languages, she's translating it. But imagine if I had AR glasses on, right? And so when the other person's speaking a different language, you don't even need a translator. It's just popping up and I can read it, a caption in like the floating air as they're speaking. I was like, it's genius. You're going to have real life use cases, and then you're going to have like the entertainment aspect. And VeVe is going to dominate the entertainment aspect, I think. Like, I also was like, envision people's houses are just going to be plain walls all over the place. Like, this is just like a little banner thing here, but it was just plain walls everywhere. And when you put on these glasses, and everybody's got the glasses on because they're seamless, frictionless, you see your Louis Vuitton license VeVe thing here. I don't know if they have Louis Vuitton. I'm just speculating, but if they do, we can come back to this video and be like, "Wow, he called it." No, like whatever, it's going to be just everything. So that's the way I see it. I don't know. Maybe it takes a lot longer to get there, like 3, 4, 5 years. But the way the technology happens so quick, I really just see it happening, like in little iterations, like they talk about. Like how in our showroom, it's kind of like up in the air right now. Like I imagine you're going to be able to buy land in that space, and someone else is going to be able to buy land next to me, and then I can go out of my showroom on VeVe, and I can kind of scroll through to your showroom, or I could take my hoverboard or my DeLorean and go to your room, and then I'm in your showroom, and maybe you got music playing at that point. I can see what you're listening to. Maybe I like what you got in your showroom. I can place a bid. That's kind of how I see the VeVe-verse like developing. And since it's up in the air right now, like you notice, like when you zoom out of the vault, like you're in midair. What if it was like, okay, in order to go to your friend's showroom, how are you going to get there? It's in midair. You can take your DeLorean and fly there. So everybody's going to be buying the DeLorean or your hoverboard, like right until they pave the road in the VeVe-verse to get to your other friend's house. Like, oh man, my mind's racing right now. Oh, chat's going crazy. What up, y'all? Let me go back and read some of this. All right. Oh, we got a lot of people in the chat. All right, let me go back and read this, yo. Yo, Crypto Maniac in the house. Let's go. Yo, you guys are blowing up the chat. Let's go. For the time feels amazing. What up, Omies, the Domer, AP Bulldogs? I got played on my first couple NFTs. I got Snoop Dogg, Diamond Blunt. I remember when they dropped. Yeah, absolutely. The diamond coins and stuff. The 6ix9ine, the 369 NFTs, and the Weekends NFTs. Imagine if I would have put 2,500 in the VeVe at the beginning. Bro, that's the thing. I remember. See, that's the thing. People were talking about like seeing Rizzo's there. Like we didn't know. Like hindsight's 2020, and everybody's got their VeVe regrets. I talked about because I have them. I could have bought unlimited Amanda Connors. I could have bought like 30, 40, and I bought one and chill for hours. Like it takes people. You got to research the company because you can't cash out. So like, what other company are you going to trust that you can just put thousands of dollars and you can't cash out? Like think about that. Like you have to do so much research to really believe in VeVe and the team and Dan and David that they're going to do what they're going to say, because technically they could just, I don't know, fold, quit, whatever. But like you believe in their vision, you believe in David, you believe in Dan, you believe in the whole team. So it's like, it's just unbelievable. The Doge one. What was your first drop? My first drop was Nightwing. Like I said, when I got on the app, I expected it. I think they're going to drop Ghostbusters, the Slimer, but it was delayed. Another week delayed, and then they had the Nightwing drop. The Nightwing drop was insane. Like, I don't want to sell Nightwing because I got 2 of them, and they mean so much to me. Like, I was actually going to sell one for 900 just recently, but I was like, nah, because they're both sub 1,000, and this is what it took to get the drop. So if you weren't here for the drop back then, this is how it went. Like, also, Nightwing was the first time ever there was an ultra rare, like, limit max. I tried buying 3, and it said, like, max limit 2. So that's another thing. Like, you couldn't have more than 2 Nightwings. So if you have more than 2 Nightwing, you had to buy it somewhere else in the marketplace. So the fact I got 2 on the drop, it's my best drop. Like, all right, so when the drop happened at like 11 a.m. for me, that's when it is on the East Coast. It wouldn't work. It was like error or whatever. They came out on Twitter and said, like, there's a problem with the app. Come back in like 30 minutes. And I was like, no way. Like, I just stayed up all night. Like, I didn't sleep. So, like, I was so tired already. I was like, oh my gosh. So I set alarms 5 minutes from each other because I knew I was going to doze off. And so I'm waking up like 5 minutes, dozing off. Waking up, checking the app, not working still, doze off. So it's probably like 11:30 at this point, and I woke up like a minute or 2 before my alarm went off somehow. For some reason, the VeVe gods woke me up like a minute or 2 before my alarm went off. I woke up, tried the app, it worked. Bought another one, bought 2 of them, tried buying a third one. It didn't work, and I texted my boy Joe Kelly. I was like, yo, it works. So he went on and he bought one real quick, and it worked. I think Todd Father, I got contacted too, and he bought one or something like that. But it was just a crazy job because there was an error, and then you had to come back on, and a lot of people, like, still when he came back on and weren't able to buy it. I got 2 somehow, and I think it's like a 749 in the 700s, both of them. So I was like, whoa, Nightwing. Like, I didn't know who Nightwing was. I had to do so much research, man. I feel like such a noob because I didn't know. I was like, is Nightwing a big character? People are looking at me like, is Nightwing a big character? Like, he's huge. And plus, there's only 1 Nightwing in the whole 100 series. So the FA Nightwing, ultra rare, like, I think it's going to be a big one. That was my Nightwing story, so I don't want to ever sell my Nightwing. So easy to spend gems on the moon. Follow for follow sucks. Dude, crypto, it does. I was telling so many people, I was like, dude, you can do follow for follow if you want, but it's going to ruin your brand. You're going to be known as, like, the spammer. People didn't believe me. They're like, yeah, I want to get my numbers up. I'm like, there's other ways to engage in the community than spamming follow for follow. Plus, like I said, it just ruins your brand. Like, I don't want to be known as the follow for follow spammer. Like, you seem desperate, you know what I mean? Say, like, yo, this looks dope or something. Like, say something that contributes that isn't like follow for follow. Back when everyone would just chat and feed, that was lit. Dude, I think it's going to come back. And that's the thing you guys should pay attention to. I'm paying attention to it. Paying attention to it. Like, when the algorithms start working and, like, the feed clears up and everything starts running a little bit better, the social feed, I think that's when you buckle the seatbelts and we're taking it off, because I don't think they want to bring on, hundreds of thousands of new users if the app's not working right, if, like, the algorithm, if the feed's not right, because the social aspect's a big part of it. So I think we're really going to see a big growth when we start seeing, like, the app kind of clean up a little bit. Because you can tell, too, like, they're working hard on the collectibles. They have a small team, so, like, can't do everything. They're doing, like, a little bit at a time. Yeah, the feed is definitely toxic right now. I'm going to sell my degree as an NFT auction. Like, your college degree? It's a good idea. I should do that too. I got my degree in teaching, health and phys ed teacher. And honestly, it was a lot of fun. Like, it's a great time, and I love the kids that I worked with and everything. Juniors in high school and also elementary kids. But I just felt like I had way more in life to do. Like, I had too much passion and hunger in me to where I just quit teaching. I was a teacher at Delsey Middle School. Delsey is, like, in South Jersey. And there were little kids too, like middle school. I want to say Delsey was middle school. And, like, I was just sitting there, like, watching kids at recess. I'm like, dang, like, I feel like I should be doing this later in life after I go experience things and come back and be like, yo, I tried this, I tried that, I went for that. So I quit and didn't really have much to quit for. But I quit. I started making music. But before even I started making music, I started a business. And I was trying to do that. Still trying to do it to this day, but it's just not at the point where I can support myself fully from it. And it's growing. I mean, I've had clients from all different places. I think almost every state now in the United States plus Canada. And shout out to Canada. I've only been there once, but I've got some family in Canada too. But I'm just trying to grind, and I just felt like teaching is something that I could do later in life. You know, I can talk about all the lessons that I learned. I can really motivate other kids and students to really go after their dream. And who knows, maybe things might end up working out the way I envision, and I probably still would teach eventually, just because I feel like educating the youth is just something that's in me and kind of just giving back to people. And so right now, teaching is my absolute fallback. So it'd be cool to sell that degree as like an NFT one day if I don't have to use it. Stephen Rhodes, what up, Johnny? What up, Steven? I just went to feed and saw a follow up. Dude, don't go to the feed. Remo or Starfire? Wow. F for F is follow for follow, Steven. Remo or Starfire? Remo or Starfire? Starfire is a full set. So, I mean, and it's the first animated. Remo's the first fully animated. Whew. Man, Remo or Starfire? Personally, I would want. It's a tough one. What's going to be more valuable? Starfire is a complete set by itself. So I see like the Superman and the Starfire and the Bard as being huge because it only takes one to get the set. But the first animated is going to be huge, like first fully animated Ripmo. Even though Starfire is the first animated too, so it's so tough to say. But I just imagine like the Monster Hunter coming, all animated. Everything's going to be animated, I think, at one point. And like colorful. So the fact that you could have the first animated fully Ripmo, I think will be like legendary. That's how I feel about the Batman black and white. Like they're all like statues right now, black and white too, like old school. So I envision everything colorful, moving like a Ripmo. So imagine like a year from now when everything's moving, colorful, and you just see like crazy Rizzo Series 1, Season 1 statue black and white, like Batman. Like that's how I see like old school G. Like they have Louis Vuitton. You said it, not me. No, but I think Louis Vuitton owns. It's like I was saying before, like a Da Vinci drop is basically like a Louis Vuitton drop. I'm pretty sure Louis Vuitton owns Da Vinci and da 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 da. You know where I'm going with it. But I'm not going to say they have it until they officially announce it. My priced NFT bubble is $219. Wasn't cheap, but will be worth it so much in just a year. That's another thing. The bubbles, the Powerpuff Girls. That's what made me think about this. What if these brands, because NFT is still new, once they're really comfortable with it and see like, whoa, no, this is it. What if these brands start buying these NFTs? What if Powerpuff Girls brand, Cartoon Network, buys a ton of them to use in their movie, whatever? Price is going up. It's a Series 1. Batman the same way. Like, I'm going to hop on my hoverboard and cruise over. Definitely do it. I see me fighting my Superman against your Batman like Street Fighter back in the day. Yo, my Batman's going to win. Dunzy, Rob Rizzo, Rob Riz, what's good? What's done season? He said, NFT season, done season. Let's go. Such a great community. Keep it up, Johnny Maniac. Yo, appreciate you, Domer. Yeah, I like Maniac a lot. Shout out Maniac. Killing it on trades today. Rebel Duck is the man. He needs some more props. Yo, Rebel Duck does. I try retweeting him every time I can because he puts a lot of work in the information, and that's a lot of things people don't realize. Like, a lot of people are doing a lot of work right now. You know, they're putting in the grind, and obviously you don't get paid for anything like that. Kind of just doing it off the love, and that's what's so amazing. Like it's creativity, the talent in this community. You know, I'm not that. You know, I'm not that smart. I'm just trying to do my part and shining light on people and give them my experiences because people can learn from them, and just try to be a sponge with a lot of people who are smarter than me. And that's the biggest thing. I think you have to realize that there's always going to be people smarter than you, you know? So just try to be a sponge. You can be a student of the game. JJ, what's up, brother? This is Mo Nakamoto, a.k.a. Mo Money. Mo Money 5. Love your work. Yo, thank you, man. Appreciate you. So bummed I didn't buy Ultra Elaborate at 4:30. Yeah, man. I was tapped out. I should have did a couple trades before maybe to get a little bit of gems for that, but I didn't have it in time, so I was a big L. Took the L. Johnny, we need to start planning for Vegas. Dude, maniac, we really do. I'm a road trip kind of guy. I don't like planes. I had to take planes to Florida every year for baseball in college, and like my team always made fun of me, like, oh, the what is it called when it shakes? The turbulence. I don't like planes, man. I hate planes because I don't like being in control. I don't like being not in control, I should say. You know, people always say like you have a better chance of getting in a car accident and all that. I don't want to talk about stuff, but like the way I see it, I trust myself in a car accident than a plane accident. And so like I'd rather just road trip. You know, I don't mind taking my time, and I like hotels too. So I like road tripping and like traveling that way. Maybe VeVe Batman can like pay for a big trailer or something, big RV. That's what I want. I've always wanted a big tour bus. Big tour bus. You can just travel the world. You know, you can put a whole mic studio in there so I can get Pineapple to record, and you can teach me a thing or two in there. Shout out to Pineapple Gang if he's watching. Kid cracks me up, yo. That kid is so talented. Go follow It's Wonderful. It was just his birthday a couple of days ago. You know, he quit his full-time job too to basically dive into this NFT world. And you know, I'm trying to be a sponge with that kid, trying to push him and shine some light on him because he deserves it, man. He's talented. And big things are coming, man. Big things are coming. The Todd father didn't even know you were streaming. Yo, I just came on after the Wendy stream. Uh, and I just hopped on, man. I'm too excited. You know, she had to go do her escrow thing. She was talking about how like the pressure's on when you're doing escrows because people are sending her crazy amounts of money, you know, crazy amounts of, you know, worth in these NFTs, like getting Rizzo's on the left, getting the Donnies, the Mooglies. You know, Wendy's account is probably balling. So yeah, man, I'm just excited. I couldn't sleep, so had to hop on with the fan. When Vegas Mania, 10 cents. 10 cents, that'd be pretty solid. See, I wish I had like, you know, like 10 mil on me. I'm not one of those. I'm just a small old fish. I know people got like mad on me, like 20 mil. I wish I had that. Shout out to everybody who does have that. Because like at each little interval, you know, you kind of want to cash out a profit, but I'm in it for the long term, man. I go work at golf. I'll go work at a golf course the rest of my life. I'll be happy and just know like that's my retirement because I ain't trying to sell too soon. When trades open on the app, we need to trade analyzer channel, like in fantasy football community. Ooh. Kind of like what the big trades are going down, like a little ticker or something. Like, yo, this just happened. Like, I like that. I'm going to bring that up to David. Who said that? Rob Riz. Okay, word. I see you on Twitter all the time. Yeah, I like that idea a lot, man. Kind of just bring some hype to it. Like everybody would want to be like, you know, on that ticker, get a little attention. Like, yo, I just made this. What is it called? Like a blockbuster trade. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe if Racer Komi's watching this, blockbuster trade ticker. You know, like just something like you were saying in fantasy football or something big trades that happen. I don't know. Just an idea. Nightwing will be easily 3K. It's an OG. I see it absolutely. Season 1, they talked about how crazy season 1 is, man. They talked about because it's the beta trial. They launched, and part of the season 1 is the Batman Series 1. That launched in 2020. Private launching, like before the public launch in January. So I think like if you go to the Batman collection right now in the store, I think it is, you can see like when it dropped. And I'm pretty sure it says the date, like October 2020. Imagine 2022, summer popping, and you bought something from summer 2020. 2020 was a legendary year. Everybody knows the ups, the downs. There wasn't many ups. There's a lot of downs. And I knew it was going to be a strange year, man, in January when Kobe passed away. I was just like, it shook the whole world. It was like, that wasn't supposed to happen. It's going to be a crazy year after that. And I didn't think it was going to be how it was, but especially because I did my first ever live show, and I never expected that. It just went too good. Like everything I envisioned, you know, nights before, weeks before, I was practicing and I didn't even have a live show lined up. And then I got a live show, and shout out to everybody who went. It was in North Jersey. There was like over 100 people there. Great event at the Movement Space. And it went amazing. And that was February 27th, 2020. And after that, you know, a week later, everything shut down. And I was like, what just happened? I just did a live show and just crashed the world. Maybe I wasn't supposed to make me say. What up, Johnny Dunn? Do you think there will be a function to see our collectibles on multiple phones, one location? What up, Charles Banks? I'm trying to understand the question. What up, Johnny Dunn? Do you think there will be a function to see our collectibles on multiple phones, one location? Multiple phones, one location. Do you mean like almost like the VeVe-verse? Like if I go in to my showroom, I'm going to be able to see like other people's showroom and what they're going on at the same time. Almost like a multiplayer type thing. I do envision that, if that's what you're talking about. Like, you know how you go into your vault, your showroom, and you kind of zoom out and you can see like you're in the sky? I think we're going to be able to like have different, you're going to see like a whole world there soon, like all different houses. This may not be true. This is what I just envisioned. And like you're going to be able to rent out land in different spaces, and maybe I own the one land and I can take my DeLorean and kind of drive or fly over to your place and see what you got in your area. Maybe you got a song that you're listening to. At one point, we got NFT music where I can place a bid in your showroom or something. I see that kind of happening, almost like a Sims multiplayer VeVe-verse type thing. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but that's how I see it. Defeat has definitely gotten me to cop a couple NFTs, so it helps with engagement. Oh, see, that's cool to know. Like when people do post their NFTs in there, because I know everybody's complaining about that. So the fact that you did buy some because of that, it's good that they do have it then a little bit. Maybe there's just a way to like limit the amount that people post in there. Hey, when David Beckham NFT, yeah, might have made some promises to my wife when they announced the same marketing. Wait, when David promise to my wife when they announced the same marketing. Oh, you're saying, yeah, the same marketing company. The marketing company they have is like top notch. It's literally one of the best in the world. So I see crazy things happening. Like they got the ability, I think, to go 0 to 100 real quick. I think they're just waiting. They're not just waiting for nothing either. They're making sure they're dotting their I's, crossing their T's. This is about to be huge. Just, you know, Facebook is big and everybody's on Facebook, all ages. Your grandmom's now on Facebook. Little kids are on Facebook. Everybody in between. That's how I see VeVe. Almost like coming on people's phones. Like you're on VeVe because it's the social feed. You can like and comment. Everybody's into something and everybody's a fan of something. Like people just see the app and they maybe see, even though it's got a lot of brands on it, they may not see a brand that they love yet. So they're like, what are you doing on there? Until they see the NFL drop and they're a huge NFL fan. Or like whatever, you know what I mean? They have anywhere from luxury design brands to the sports to comics. They have every type of person. The music soon, like I just see it like as a beginning frontier of something huge. I hope I answered your question though, man. I thought you were from the West Coast. Definitely have that vibe. I think California is calling my name. I've never been to Cali. I know things are crazy right now in Cali, so I don't know if it's the best time to go there, but I've always wanted to go on the West Coast, man. Always just wanted to visit it. I've only been to like Florida, Myrtle Beach once. I love Myrtle Beach. I could see myself in Texas too. Shout out to Crypto Maniac. He's living the life right now. He's in Texas. What's up, Baby Van? What up, Phil? Vancouver? Yeah. Why'd you say that? What do you mean, Vancouver, BC? VeVe fam. What up, James Wood? Australia. What's going on, my man? I like Australia. Yo, you know what bugs me about Australia is the snakes and stuff like that. I would be bugging out right into some poisonous snakes from Australia, but someplace I would definitely like to visit. Crazy place, man. I would love to be there. I think I'm really far behind right now because you're saying Starfire written now. What up, brother? What up, Ryan? Oh, you got the crazy showcases, man. Keep it up, man. Creative. When this goes to desktop and you're able to, you know, actually it's hard to make a showroom. You're doing a great job and you're probably like, it's probably a little bit easier for you now than it was when you're first learning how to do it. But imagine when it gets to the desktop. I think you're going to have tools and stuff. It's just going to be insane what you're going to create. How many prides do you have now? Oh, man, what's the deal, bro? Yo, what up? Very, very bullish. I like the name. Who knows what price will look like in a year? Rizzo could be past 50K. Dude, I truly believe it. It seems almost like crazy right now. But look what's selling on OpenSea. I truly believe I don't want to, poop on any other projects out there. It's not my style. I want everybody to come to the NFT space. I think people get that twisted about me because I'm so hardcore about VeVe. They think I'm like shunning these other NFT projects. I want all NFT projects to win. But I also feel like I have a platform to where I have to educate people to everybody doesn't have all the kind of money. People can't put thousands of dollars in NFT, all these NFT projects. So I feel like I have a duty to kind of just at least teach people my experiences and what I think is going to happen. It may not happen, but at least I feel like it can open your mind to the possibilities and just have a different perspective. I just see all these other NFT things just booming right now, and they're unlicensed. Like you're going to see everything become an NFT, I think, and because of that, I really see everybody coming into this space and it all funneling into the licensed NFT platforms. Because that's the safest and the most long term because it's an IP brand. You don't have to make a new fan of a random whatever. There's already millions of fans of this IP brand. And that's the thing that I think people aren't realizing because it's kind of new still. It was just your random, NFT this, NFT that. But now we're beginning the process of premium licensed digital assets. And this is when I think the real shift happens because all these things selling for 100 ETH that's unlicensed, it's just because it's new and people are just doing it because it's a lot of money right now. They're not realizing I'm sure a bunch of them are going to bleed through the cracks. As time goes on, it's going to come down to the team that runs it. And that's, again, why I love VeVe so much because the team that's involved with VeVe is the dream team. You got people who know what they're doing. They don't have to do this. They could leave and be perfectly well off. This is a passion project. This is part of their legacy that they want. They want the world to become collectors. It's gotten me to become a collector. And so I think we're going to really start to see the transformation happen over time. Where on the East Coast? Jersey. Jersey boy. I've never left Jersey. I will eventually leave. But I like Jersey, man. I mean, definitely a lot of things to complain about Jersey, but for the most part, I got to be grateful where I'm at. Pretty close to like everything I feel like. So, bro, this community is dope. It really is, man. Really is. I remember early days March on the app, just leaving a thing on the live feed and then going back a week later and it was still there. Or like a comment on a collectible and 2 weeks later it's still there. Because there just wasn't many people in there. It was like discovering gold when nobody is telling you it's gold yet. You're like just playing with stuff like, yo, what is this? And I put on Facebook, I think it was March 2nd or 3rd or maybe 4th. VeVe is going to be huge. There's only 10 or 15,000 people in the app right now. People are laughing at me about getting on VeVe, but, I truly believe this is a historic time. Imagine somebody telling you how big the internet's going to be when only 15,000 people in the world were on it. And I put it out there on Facebook, nobody liked it. None of my friends, supported it or anything. They're just laughing. And to see where it's at now, over 350,000 users, it's just like, didn't even market yet. They grew from 10,000 to 350,000 users in just a couple months and didn't even market yet. They went from 10,000 users to 350,000 users and they didn't even market yet. What's going to happen when they have the biggest marketing campaign firm. So what's going to happen when they actually push the throttle? What's going to happen in 9 months when they push the throttle down? They've got all the NFL players talking, Super Bowl ads. And we're right here at the beginning of this. This is history in the making. It's just hard for people to see because Only's tanking. They're over leveraged and it's emotional and you can't pull out money and life gets hard. So it's like, it's understandable. And I just want to kind of be my part and do my part to help you see the light. If you are worried or concerned, I think it's just a blessing that we're here right now. I use this analogy too. I know there's going to be people who join season 7 just finding out about it. And they're going to be like, wow, this app is amazing and runs smooth. You can take your AR photos in like a half a second because right now it takes like a minute. It's like we're here through the trial days. Like, yo, let me take this AR photo. And you're like, shout out to Wendy. She was saying she was showing her family or whatever. She's like up here for a minute trying to scan the room and everyone's like, what are you doing? So it's funny, but This is how early we are. This is like, don't complain. This is like, she gets it too. Like, this is an amazing time. We're grateful for this opportunity. So like, eventually it's going to get to the point where you scan your room in seconds. You may not even have to scan it, but like, you're going to remember those people who joined season 7 are going to be like, wow, I wish I joined season 1 and we're here season 1, season 2. So I just know it's a blessing. Johnny Down 7, you and guys like Rebel Duck, the game maniac, making this fun. Just keep it up. Appreciate the hard work. Yo, appreciate that, man. That's what I'm trying to do. Just show you guys that I'm just like you. I'm one of y'all. And I was just blessed I came here early. Like, that's all it was. I feel like I didn't even find VeVe. VeVe almost found me. Like, and there's so many other smart people out there in the community, you know what I mean, who just know so much more about the crypto side or collectible side, or, you know, everybody has their own little niche and their own little lane. And, you know, I just want to have fun with it, share my experiences with you guys, because I feel like I have some experiences to where it can not only open different perspectives of your minds if you weren't here early, or it may just be able to get you through the FUD, you know, see the light on things. Like, this is a story I tell because it doesn't feel real. I bought Starfire for $83 in the marketplace, and I passed on Rizzo at $400 in the marketplace because I didn't know the company. I just found out. So, but I remember those times. So me talking about these experiences where the marketplace was $83 for a Starfire. It was like 83 is the low, maybe up to like 150. It's the max. And then Rizzo was $400 and up to $500. So people knew, hearing this, are going to say, wow, it was really that cheap, because it's now $3,000 for a Rizzo. So they're going to see the Superman for $300 and be like, you know what? This is the first ever FA Superman or FA Batman in premium digital format in the history of the world. And they're going to say, wow, this is just the same thing 3 months later. So in 3 months from now, what do you think the $300 Superman would be? Or I think Todd's now $500, $600. Like, it's just going to keep leveling up, I think. I don't see it going down, because there's going to be dips. Like, there may be a dip when the MTL comes in. There may be a dip when we get listed on a major exchange. Like, that's part of the staircase. Like, staircase, it goes down, up, down, up, down, up. But macro, if you step out and zoom out, it's all up. There's just dips, and you can play the dip. You know, you can try to sell high and, you know, buy back low, but you can get killed doing that too. I like to just hodl. It's the safest way to do it. But everybody has their own little strategies in it. Yeah, I don't need all that pressure from escrow. Fam, dude, escrow would get intense, man. She says it's pressure. Like, imagine getting sent like 2 Donnies and a couple Rizzos and the Moogly. Like, you're going to be like, oh, shit. His bottle girl service holding up sign that says VeVe. I wonder how many accounts have more than 1 Donnie. It's a good question. I know a couple of people got a bunch, man. A couple of people early, they just bought a bunch. I saw one guy flexing with a bunch of Donnies, a bunch of Mooglies, Platinums. I was like, he's stunned. David even commented on Instagram and said, that's the money shit. What I've done, I don't think people realize how much of these first and second seasons will be in the future. I don't think people realize it either, man. I think, you know, this is just a legendary time. To say like these are going to be like $100,000 seems foolish. Like, I'm aware of that. Like, I'm aware of saying like Rizzo is going to reach 50, 100K sounds stupid to people, but it also sounds stupid to a lot of people to spend $200,000 on a crypto this or crypto that. I don't even want to mention names because I don't want people to think I'm pooping on these other projects. But you get what I'm saying. People are spending mad money right now, and a lot of times it's not US dollars. That's the high amount. They're spending it in crypto, in ETH, and so once you're able to do that with these NFTs, you're not able to do it. You can only buy it with US dollars right now. Think about that. Top Shot blew up and people spent $250K on LeBron James, not in US dollars, in Ethereum or in whatever the crypto was in. These people have a lot of money in crypto. They're not spent. You will get some people to spend US dollars, and that's why it's going to go mass market, because you can. Kids are going to be spending US dollars like crazy, and everybody in between. But you're going to have the rich whales in crypto spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in ETH on these legendary pieces. licensed, branded, limited amount pieces. Classics. The Millionaires Meetup has been an OG discussion for so long. Facts, man. Facts. Yes, meet up here in Vegas. I'm VVOG. I've been living in Vegas for 2 years. Definitely need to meet up people. Yeah, let's go. Reality Classics. Gary. Oh, was that? Oh, Canada symbol. Let's go. Canada sign or a flag. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm thinking, but least price Adani sold for. Oh, but least price Adani sold for 27K on record. So bubbles at a supply of 600 total should be selling for a min of 6,100. 27 divided by 4. How much is the bubble selling for right now? It's not 6,000. I mean, isn't the bubbles expensive though? I think we will. I think we will see it. But like you said, there's only 150 of those Donnies, so it's a lot easier right now for them to get taken out of circulation to make the floor high. As we see another influx of like double the users, you're going to see a lot of that get taken away out of these other ones that are like right on the cusp. When you're ready to slide out to the West Coast, hit me. I got you, AP Bulldogs. No cap, come out to Cali. Dude, I would love to come out to Cali, man. Thanks, John. You got it. Beckham, Denzel, Washington, the ad firm they sign is as top notch as it gets. It's crazy. My wife said I can buy all the NFTs if she can get a Beckham. That's a fair deal. You know, you got to keep the wife happy. What they say, when the wife's happy, life's happy. I know a lot of wives are not happy right now with the amount of spending going on the VeVe app. So if you tell her that, you know, she'll get a David Beckham one, she'll be happy, and then it's all worth it. Just also show the handbags and purses that you're gonna buy, you know, your wife with all the NFTs that you're about to buy. 50 Cent party in Newport. These guys behind it are doing everything right. It shows, right? Like actual collecting app built by collectors. It's not like some rich people just came in, bought the app, and started. No. This is totally different. And to see David's excitement excites me so much. I want to invest in people. I see so much of myself in David because when you get excited, you can't control it. You know what I mean? I think you guys can see the excitement on me, right? Like, when you're this excited, like that's why Dan's been taking control of a lot of the videos and stuff because David might be leaking some stuff because he's too excited, man. They're all little. VeVe brings a kid out in you, and we're all just big kids. Diverse, top quality, social, innovative, transformative. Facts. Jersey Shore. Still waiting on that ultra rare Dragon Girl. Okay, I got you. Let me answer that. The ultra rare Dragon Girl versus Rizzo. I have 2 ultra rare Dragon Girls, so I may be biased. Let me say that first. If I had 2 Rizzos, it would be even. So let me think about if I had 2 Rizzos versus 2 ultra rare Dragon Girls. Rizzo is part of the series that opened season 1. Dragon Girl is part of the series that closed season 1. Ooh. If Rizzo's at 3K, ultra rare Dragon Girl is only at 999 of them. 888 of them, I should say. Batman may have a bigger fan base. Tokidoki, Simone Legnu may have a stronger fan base. I think for the price point right now, I think Ultra Rare Dragon Girl's at 1.7K. Rizzo's at 3K. I think you have a better bet at getting 2 Ultra Rare Dragon Girls instead of just 1 Rizzo. If Rizzo's price drops to maybe like 2K, 1.5K, you steal it. Batman part of Series 1, first set ever dropped on VeVe. It's going to be legendary. It's like the Charizard almost, I feel like. But for the price point, if you had to buy one, you may want to invest in 2 Ultra Rare Dragon Girls. But if you don't have a Rizzo, I think Rizzo is a must-need. I think if you have one collectible that you must need, I think it's a Rizzo. Same with the Todd. It's like, it's tough. It's so hard. But I hope that kind of helps you. Like, Rizzo may take the cake, but if you had to invest in one right now, you may be better off getting 2 Ultra Rares just because of the price point. It's half the price. See what I'm saying with that? When I found VeVe, I told my wife VeVe Omi would make us millionaires. She believes me now. Takes a little time, but I'm glad the wife's on board now, maniac. It's probably a great feeling knowing like you got validation from the wife now. Hey, I'm an OC native. Ocean City, really. Born and raised. There's so many VeVe heads from OC. Wow, I didn't know that. Jimmy on the Spectrum has good insight on drops. It would be cool. VeVe gives Omis to drive new collectors to the app. Robinhood free stocks, stash $10. Oh, I see what you're saying. Kind of like just like 100 Omi or something like that. Please don't admit you passed on Rizzo at $400. It hurts to hear. Some people never got one, man. That hurts to hear. I'm blessed and fortunate I got one. It was like at a price point when it was expensive, so I had to trade a boatload and pay $1,500 for the gems. But I got one. I was able to do it because I got so many duplicates. Plus, once the price dipped a little bit, I went back and got a lot of duplicates that I traded. But yeah, it was $400, and I was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna spend $500 yet. Little did I know I was gonna drop bags. Hey guys, yo, December, what you got for us tonight? We got late night gems or what? Big dip with money tail. I'm scared. Yeah, it could be a dip, definitely for sure. But you gotta think it's just a dip. It's gonna go back up. It's just like when things get listed, they usually dip and go back up. So, what do you think we'll be dropping this Thursday? December, I got no idea. I've been hearing people say Hello Kitty. I've been hearing people say all kinds of things. I got no inside tips for you guys tonight. Damn, it must be like 1 a.m. over there in Jersey right now. It's about 1:30 a.m. We got the 4th of July parade tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do. Just saying what's up. Yo, what up, Captain? Thank you. Con said we need to be fast, especially this Thursday. Maybe it is. Yeah. Can you imagine Spider-Man? I don't think it's going to be Spider-Man just yet. Maybe later. We're going to see a huge run-up. I think when they drop Spider-Man, Hulk, he's big. I think we're going to have like a week advance. Like the hype's going to be crazy. There's going to be like double the amount of people. I think it's going to be a little bit more time to prepare. The fact that we only have a couple of days, I mean, it could be huge still. You don't know. Like, I don't know. Whatever they drop, I'm going to be happy about because I finally got gems to reinvest. Let's see. Where am I? Wish I could do this more, but I don't have many nights. My wife and kids are out being pyromaniacs. Good, man. I'm glad they're celebrating, Independence Day with their fam. Nice. Well, I'm glad I could, be here for one of the few nights that you have off. I would have never imagined trying hard for a Barbie. But when you think about it, like, oh, this could be the first appearance Barbie. Like, that's when it changes for me. Like, I would never be hype or spend money if it was a Barbie dropping. But the fact, like, I'm thinking about it now, like, oh, wait. There's going to be thousands of Barbies that drop. To have the first one ever in premium digital format, that's kind of what sucks at the same time of how blessed we're in. I don't want to ever, like, dismiss the blessings. It's almost two good problems to have, Like, everything that drops is so valuable because it's the first one ever. So, like, it's a blessing and a curse. I'm buying them for my future daughter. Exactly. That's another. You can pass them down, man, to your kids. I don't have a Rizzo. December, you gotta get a Rizzo. It's hard now, man. Rizzo hurts to buy. Still hurts, but I had to, and I still feel good about it. Yeah, absolutely. I know people who drop 5K, 6K on a Rizzo, and it's down right now, but it's gonna go back up, in my opinion. Not financial advice. I saw an article about a toy physical ghost trap on July 6th. Think it'd be on hold till that drops. Ooh, where was the article that you saw about the physical trap? Wow. Could you imagine a physical ghost trap dropping the same time the digital one? Wow. When the whole drops, I'm selling the car, the kids, everything. Dominic Fallio. Yeah, Dominic, I am doing the same thing. The Hulk is going to be insane. Imagine how big it's going to be in AR. like the Hulk, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. Those are like my three really excited, Marvel drops. Obviously, Star Wars too. I wasn't even into Star Wars, but just knowing how big it is and like, I know how big the fan base is, and so. But me personally, for like my soul, like defeat the soul, Spider-Man shooting the webs, flying back and forth, like that's gonna be insane. I'm sure some kind of animation is gonna come with it like that. I just need a Spider-Man flying back and forth in my showroom next to the Hulk, like smashing down the Wolverine, like with his hands, and then also a T-Rex from Jurassic Park. I need a huge T-Rex just to finish the showroom off. Yo, Vampire Gang, what up, the Gale? Gale's in the building. Yo, Gale's everywhere, man. You gotta follow the Gale. What up? I got a call tonight. Stay blessed and stay on top. All up, my guy. Yo, AP, Bulldog. Shout out to you, man. Big supporter. Thank you, man. Go get some rest, my man. Load up on those gems for this week. That's what I was saying too. Like, I'm actually excited for this drop because I got a lot of gems. I got like 800 gems right now. Traded a couple pieces, sold a couple pieces, and I'm excited. Whatever they're gonna drop, I'm probably gonna cop. Call me drop it, I cop it. Shout out to Pineapple Gang. Yeah, man. A lot of times before the last couple of weeks, I was struggling to get gems because I'm tapped out. So like I can't keep putting in money. So last couple of days was actually today, I think, the first time I ever sold anything in the marketplace. I sold 2 sub 100 Batman, and I could have sold it for more, obviously, if I waited a little bit, but I needed gems bad because I know some big drops are coming soon. And I got a couple other sub 100s that I'm keeping like coveted that really mean a lot to me. These were just sub 100s of Batman that weren't really special to me, so I didn't mind letting them go. And I had so many of them, like other Batman of the same ones, just not sub 100. I felt okay releasing it and get some more gems. I made like 1,500 almost in gems today. I sold 3 collectibles and I bought a Babs Tar. I don't even know how to say the name right. The Babs Tar Harley Quinn. I wanted that one because the misprint, and all this time that's gone by, I haven't even got one yet. So luckily, I got one of those, and trying to complete that set. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to the Steve Pugh one. I think I'm saying it right, but that ultra rare Harley Quinn, I think Comic-Con coming up, Harley Quinn's going to go crazy. So I had to get the misprint. I spent like $380 on it about, and got just under a K left of gems, and I'm excited for the next drops for sure. Collectibles all in my wallet. Dude, I love when he makes songs, man. It's so much fun. I'm trying to be a sponge with him, man. Learn as much as I can from him because he's got that, bro. He's got the experience. He's worked in the studio forever. On top of being such a great kid, too. Like, I just love the kid, man. He's funny as anything. And he knows everything. I can learn so much just being a sponge from him. And he's not the type of kid to like be selfish and be like, nah, like he's got, like, push me on songs and everything like that. Like, I appreciate him, man. He's a good kid. I'm just trying to shine a light on him and tell him how great of a person he is. And I think he's great for the community. I think people like him a lot. Yeah. What's up, bromies? Paz, Manian in the house. December. I can't afford a Rizzo. Sad, bro. I don't even have it tied yet. Last time it was still available in the private market. I had no way of buying the gems from where I'm from. Where are you from, my man? Is it because of the fee that's involved in everything? The only time I was able to buy gems was when I looked for someone who had USD in a PayPal account. We don't use USD here. Yeah, December. Where are you from? I got to know where you're from. Gary, number 70, we rewind logo not attached to it. Sell for Thursday drop or hold? Oh, you're asking me. All right. Number 70, rewind logo. Do you have the whole set, Gary? Is that like part of the set maybe? If that's just like a solo, you don't have the whole set? No. I would maybe find out what Thursday's drop is first. Just the Pride. Okay, yeah, hold the Pride. Pride is going to be legit. I think you could sell it. I know it's kind of undervalued, but the price just went up a little bit, luckily. Because I think it was undervalued for a while, the Rewind logo. I think you could sell it. Don't sell yourself short, obviously, but I think you can get some gems definitely for the next drop. What's up, Johnny? Hit the links for the first time this year. Let's go. How'd you do? I bet it was a struggle, man. First time playing in golf. It's got to be hard, right? Golf's one of those sports, man, where if you're not practicing every day, so hard to just pick it up and just play. A lot of people are just gifted and talented that way. But even me, I feel like I was gifted to play golf. Even me, I kind of suck when I'm not practicing a lot, man. Like I gotta be practicing and like in tune with it and really diving into it. The Gale, what's good, bro? Yeah, what's good, bromie? Yeah, your intros are legendary, man. I think Ikomi finally caught on that your intro king, man. I like your intros, bro. They're funny. Yeah, man. I'm excited. I don't know what's dropping though this week. I don't know. Been hearing a lot of things, a lot of speculations. Hello Kitty. I even heard Barbie. I don't think it's Barbie though. I think, people did say Khan said in the interview. I don't remember him saying this. I was just so excited. I missed a lot of it. That like a girl, like it was like for a girl job or something like that for women's, and you got to be quick with it. But yeah, I think it's going to be legendary. I think all these drops leading up. It's so hard to say one's not going to be good because it's all series one pretty much. I mean, you got to look at the Batmans. There's 5 series out right now, but there's 100 series in that whole thing. 1 to 100 series. So I think we're just in a crazy time. It's kind of like, you second guess yourself because you're just spending so much money. You're like, am I just making up excuses now to just keep spending money? But it really is true that everything is an FA. Everything's first edition. It's the first of anything dropping almost. So like that Mattel on the hoverboard, I think is low-key fire because I imagine with Hot Wheels, Bob the Builder, all these things that are owned by Mattel, probably going to have the Mattel logo on it, and there's going to be thousands of collectibles at one point by Mattel. So that first one, I think they did Back to the Future on purpose too. Back to the Future was the first car, so when they had the Lamborghinis, I bet eventually, I don't know if they have a license, just speculating, but imagine when all these crazy drops from GM classic futuristic cars happen, you're going to look back at what the first ever car was. Back to the Future. You know what I mean? Like they did that on purpose. They think so far ahead. They're so foresighted. They have so much foresight. Like that's what I was mentioning with the black and white collectibles. They did that first to say black and white, like old school OG vibes, Black and white, like old school. Let's see. Cabbage Patch Kids Thursday is my guess. Could you imagine Cabbage Patch Kids? Johnny, get to California, Newport Beach. Let's do some golf. My treat. Yo, I'll pay for the golf. That's awesome, man. I would love to definitely go out there. That'd be a time of my life, honestly. You think I'm happy right now, man? If I was in Cali with the weather and everything, I mean, it's nice here in Jersey, but I just feel like I remember every time I went to Florida, man. I love Florida. I definitely got to get to Miami soon too. When I go to Florida like every year, when I was in college, it was just a different vibe. Like I felt like I was just on vacation and just I don't take vacation, so it just feels good to be in that vibe. I'm going with Hello K's guess. Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty for Hello K. That'd be great for promotion too, honestly. It could be, absolutely, definitely could. Coming from Southeast Asia, Philippines, even PayPal, how to buy the gems at almost 20% premium. Why? Dang, bro, I feel bad for you, December. How many collectibles do you have right now? Maybe I can hook you up with one. I feel like, you're a good person. I would love to give a collectible to everybody. I don't have it like that, you know what I mean? I'm not rich at all. This is like a huge come up for me, but I feel like I can share the blessings sometimes. Yeah, man. December gives out late night gems, all because of Clock Gate 2.0. That's because of December right there. Sit on my live stream, I think, before, Vault put in his video. And I don't want to come at people, Shout out to Vault, VeVe Vault, if you're not following him. I respect people, and I try to support people who want the best for the community. And that's all it is, But I remember December, he put in the live stream one night, like late night. It was probably like 3 a.m. one of my live streams. He talked about the Clockgate 2.0. I didn't even do it either. I should have, capitalized on it, but I try my best to keep it like I tried Clockgate for 2 weeks in a row, and I didn't even get anything good. So I'm gonna go back to the regular way. But he said talked about how you hold down the button and let go. Clockgate 2.0 is because of December on my live stream. That's rowboat. Is the Gale a fake whale? What do you mean? Is the Gale a fake whale? It rhymes. The Gale is legit. Looking forward to the Comic-Con announcement. Yeah, me too. Gale's the man. He's a. I remember he posted. I'll never forget this too because he kind of clickbaited me. This is like when the FUB was going on, right? He posted. I think it was a YouTube video saying something like VeVe's over or done or something, and I was like, I walk people off the ledge all day, every day. Like talk to all these people who create FUD and all this, and I talk to them, get them to see the light. So by the time I saw this video, I was like, oh my gosh, not you too, Gale. I was like, Gale, I'm disappointed. I think it just lagged a little bit. Oh, there we go. I was like, Gale, not you too. I'm disappointed. And so he's like, yo, did you watch the whole video? I was like, no, let me watch it. Because I clicked off. I was like, no, oh my God, not you. And so I watched the whole thing, and it was like basically like, he was kidding. And I was like, oh, okay, good. I know Gale's invested, man. I know Gale's a believer. He's got I think he's got more collectibles than me now. I think he's got like 260, almost 300. I got him on the sets, though. Maybe just for now, that he'll climb up. But I knew Gale was a believer. I should have believed that he was a believer. Put some respect on that name, Wes. Yeah. Wow, he doesn't buy anything. He doesn't cop on the drop. Gale's legit. Maybe community later. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I like Gale. I like Gale a lot. Yo, when Gale releases 3 eyeglasses, it had me dying, man. Yeah, facts. And also, I like Gale a lot, man. Gale always shows mad love. You know, a lot of people, some people don't, and it's all good. You know, everybody's busy. That's the thing, too. Everybody's so busy right now. Like, I'm busy, and I can only imagine how busy other people are, but I always see Gale show mad love. So shout out to the Gale, man. I respect it. Yeah, I've never heard anybody say he wasn't legit. He's got a lot of collectibles. He's got like 300 collectibles. I think he cops on the job. He cop on the job. It's a funny term. I try to cop on the job every time. I've been struggling lately. I can't get an ultra rare to save my life. You got people using emulators and everything. I try to keep it 100, man. Also, in the terms and condition on the VeVes, they can terminate your account anytime they want, man. And so I've been in a transparent open book with them. And I try to be with the community because I know that's what you guys respect. You guys can see authenticity. You guys can see who's authentic. And that's why I like doing these live streams because you guys get to really see who I am. And the thing about the Johnny Dunn show that I do, I try to have everybody's collectible in the video. And in order to do that, you have to take like little small videos at a time. So it's so much editing, constantly going back and forth. And it takes a while to edit. And I like doing them because it gets the whole community involved. I get to bring people in the community, shout them out, show love, get their streams popping, whatever. But I like to do live streams too because you don't have to edit anything. You can just be yourself and you guys get to see who I am. And I think it's just a dope way to do it. Yeah, I think Gale joined in March, sometime after me. I'm going to say late March. But joining in March is mad early. I have 20 collectibles. What I try to do was buy and sell and buy. I hope I'll be able to afford the ones I like soon. But, oh, man, they are expensive. They are, man. They are so expensive. If you want any of my advice, I'm not a pro expert, but I would try to look at season 1 because they keep talking about season 1's like legendary. But even season 2, like the Superman, think of like big brands. Think of like years down the road, what's going to be, the iconic big brands. It's going to be the FA Batman. It's going to be the FA Superman. Big legendary brands like that. Even the Da Vinci Pride one. What's your VeVe username, December? Well, you don't do anything besides VeVe? You mean like other platforms or like anything in real life? Like all I do is VeVe? Pretty much ever since March, I haven't like done anything else besides VeVe. VeVe's about to be a verb soon. Are you Vivian? I don't know a day without anyone. Wait, what's this? Or why don't you own anything besides VeVe? Is that what you meant to say? I have the Batman Who Laughs and Robin from the same series. Why are they selling for too cheap? I have 2 weeks. I thought I'd be able to sell them at a premium, but not yet. Hopefully soon. I think they will go up. Right now, I think they're cheap because of the edition count. The Batman Who Laughs is a legendary character, and I think he's a newer character too. So I think, I don't know if he's in any movies right now, but I imagine there may be a show with him because from what I've learned, I'm pretty sure he's like a new character and a whole different character. And there's a lot of editions of them right now. So we're gonna have to see a lot more people come on and kind of take from the editions that are available. And once that starts happening, we'll start to see the price rise. So I think any of the editions that you see that have a higher count, they're kind of low right now, and it's just going to take a little bit longer time to rise up. Like look at the Donnie. There's only 150 of them, so it's a lot easier for people to take the circulating amount out, which will rise the floor. Right now, I don't know how many Batman Who Laughs there are, but there's a lot of them, and so it's the same thing with the DeLorean. Like there's 50,000 commons. They're low, cheap, but imagine when a million people come on, that floor is going to rise. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Tasmanian, don't laugh. My username is Joy. Sorry, I laughed. I just wasn't expecting it. It's just so simple. That's actually good. See, my username's too long. So like when people go to search it and send me a collectible, like sometimes they can't even do it because like I'm all the way at the bottom. I'm like, come on, VeVe, you gotta bring Johnny Nutt's name up. Everything right now is first edition, so I guess I'll just be spending a ton of money. Exactly. That's actually why it's so hard because what do you buy? Someone's coming to the app now, like, what do you buy? Oh, only FAs and FEs? Okay, great. Everything's an FE or FA. It's like, so you have to kind of narrow it down to what you really like and then what you see as being valuable long term. And I really think the big brands with the low edition accounts, if you can find a big brand name, the household name that's going to be really popular, that's an FA, FE with a low edition account, I think those are good deals or good buys, I should say. I know once Dragon Ball Z drops, you're going to go nuts. Yeah, I don't. Dragon Ball Z actually was a fan of because I used to draw. Like I used to draw a lot, and I used to draw a lot of Dragon Ball Z type characters with the hair, like the spiky looking hair, for some reason. So that kind of brings back a memory of all those moments. That's kind of where I got my artistic kind of creativity side from. I used to draw all kinds of stuff when I was a little kid. I probably still, actually, I do. I found them when my parents found my Pokemon cards. I have literally artwork of all kinds of stuff I drew when I was a little kid in like elementary school. I'm gonna bring it out and like take pictures. It's kind of crazy, actually, some of the stuff I drew. Let's see. Let's go, my dog Sandman in the building. Let's go, my dog. Yo, shout out Sandman. He got my first like 20,000 Omi. He showed me how to do it. See, that's what I mean. You got to find legit people in this community, and most of the time, they're everywhere. There's so many good people in this community. He took the time to spend 5 hours with me from like 1 in the morning to like 6 in the morning, walk me through every little step how to get my first Omi. I wasn't about to buy Omi. He's like, no, dude, you're gonna be a huge part of this community. I'm not gonna let you go on without getting Omi. This is gonna be big. So I was like, all right, dude, you're right. I'm just gonna bear down and do it. All right, what's the spot account? Like, I had to ask all these crazy questions like over and over again. Like, I was like, bro, you're not gonna want to explain it to me because I'm gonna ask you the same question like 20 times. It looked like rocket science to me. So I'm asking all these questions, literally walking me through every single step. And so, just a great person, man. I appreciate you. Shout out for tuning in. What do you like better, December? Bitcoin, Kryptons, or hoverboard? Let's go, Paz. I see what you're doing. You're the man. That's why this community is amazing, man. Everybody looks out for each other for the most part. Greatest show of all time. It really was a great show. Unbelievable. Reminds me of my childhood so much. I would literally take out a loan and buy every Vegeta. Dude, when the characters drop on Dragon Ball Z, it's going to create such a frenzy of just energy. Dragon Ball Z, I think, is going to be legendary. I think. Do I want to say it? not Pokemon. We all know Pokemon's gonna be crazy if they have it, whatever license. But I think Yu-Gi-Oh too. Like I think I don't even want to talk about those because we don't know if they have them. It could just be speculation. But Dragon Ball Z is going to be a huge one. Dragon Ball Z. I think for me, I wasn't the biggest fan of Dragon Ball Z, like the actual characters, but I remember just being so it's such a period of time when I was into so many other things to where my childhood. It's like the nostalgia feel. Like when I think of Dragon Ball Z, I think of my childhood. Is basically what I'm trying to say. So like I think that'll just go crazy. Greatest of all time. Sorry, hit send too soon on last message. Just laughing out loud. VeVe is dominating our lives. And I crack up when people complain about guys like the Gale. The work and commitment you guys have done. Yeah, Gail puts in a lot of work too, man. It's consistency. And it's like we just love VeVe in general and the community and everything about it. So we put our time into it. And you guys make it amazing. Wow, I'd be more than happy if you give me any. Thank you, bro. I'm looking forward to be able to give back to the community in the future. How dare you laugh at my VeVe username? Sorry, man. Not really laughing at it, but that's great, man. Joy. Everybody send every collectible to JOY right now. Capital letters. Joy, joy, joy. It's an easy name to get popping, you know what I mean? It's an easy name to get viral. So send all your collectibles to Joy. What do you guys here have other than VeVe collectibles and Omi? Honestly, I don't have much. I'm not saying other ones aren't. Actually, I do. I do have a little bit of Terra Virtua because when I first found VeVe, I found Terra Virtua and I told other people about it and I bought a couple. And the more I kept digging into their company and the people who run that company, I just like VeVe better. I like the team at VeVe. I like the app. It was so much easier to use. And I did have a little bit of skin in that. And after a little bit of time, I was just like, you know what? I am all about VeVe. VeVe, I love. It's just something about the app, how clean, how simple. Not only just the app and what they're doing, the team. I love David. I love Dan. And I love Alcon. And I love Reese. And now Trevor. And even shout out to Noah. I keep forgetting about Noah because he just joined. And I don't know too much about Noah. So I got to learn more about Noah. But everybody involved, everybody, I just love. And if they told me to run through a brick wall, I'm not even asking questions because I know it's for the best. Like that's how our coach was in college, man. Shout out to Juan Renero. Really taught us how to compete and really taught us how to build something bigger than yourself. And we just had a bunch of people just believe, and it really showed because he taught us how to win. He put us in the position to win. We didn't ask questions. We didn't question him. We just did it. And that's how David and Dan and Al and everybody at VeVe are. I believe so much in what they're doing. They could, I'm whatever they say, I'm going to believe and do because I believe it's for the best. Now, it's also important to, you got to research these people, and you can't just believe everything anyone ever says. So you have to have your due diligence and really look stuff up on your own so you can believe it for yourself and really gain the confidence on your own. And my confidence lies with VeVe, man. I think I'm not telling you not to put your money in other, NFT platforms that pop up. If you want to have skin in everything, I think, that's probably, I guess, safe. But also, I think I want to do my part to just say that I think everything's going to funnel into licensed premium NFTs. And of course, some other ones are going to slip by through the cracks and exceptions, but you kind of have to just play roulette with those. And I really see the premium aspect taking off. I only hold, I think Ethereum is a great hold too on the crypto side. I'm no expert in crypto, but I don't have the money to really put much into other cryptos. But some other ones that I like a lot, obviously Bitcoin. I like Ethereum. I even like Litecoin. I like Litecoin because I like transferring it to other places. What I learned with the whole OMI thing, when you're transferring these cryptos from Bit4x to Coinbase, it takes time and there's fees involved. And that's what really drew me into Litecoin. Litecoin, fast and there's no fees really. It's like not even a cent. So it really drew me into Litecoin because I realized over time VeVe saves people time. Grand scheme of things, when you ask people what it does, it saves people time. I got into physical collectibles really late, like March, February, I should say. And at the end of February, I'm sitting on these cards, these Pokemon cards, like a couple thousand. I'm like, what do I do with them? I want to sell them. Well, now I have to wait 12 months to get them graded by PSA. When I realized that, I said, what? I have to send them off to this company, PSA, and I have to wait a year to get them back? That's not realistic. So I was stuck. I still had the cards, and I'm like, this isn't. But then I found VeVe. Once I realized the blockchain just does all this instantly, the blockchain is the digital version of PSA, plus so much more. You can now verify and authenticate your collection instantly. You're saving people time. When you save people time, that's gold. So that's how I kind of see Litecoin. There are some other ones I like a lot. I like also the ones that have the metaverses, like Sandbox and Decentraland, Mana and Sand. I don't know what metaverses will take off in the future, but I do like the aspect of owning, stock in the land cryptos, as I call them. I call them like the land cryptos. Like Decentraland, you use Mana to everything. I like that one. Sandbox with Sand. I like how the fact that they do have, even though they're branching off with like unlicensed NFTs, they have a couple that interested me. Like they have like Roller Coaster Tycoon bought land there. Some other IP ones which interest me, which I did like. Obviously, the mainstream ones like Cardano, everyone's talking about. Like obviously, those are gonna be good. I like Polygon and Chainlink. They're kind of low key ones that I had my eye on for a while. I'm not invested a lot in any of these just because I don't have enough money to really. All my money is really in OMI and VeVe. And I think Ethereum is one of the safest bets you can bet on. I don't think Ethereum is going away anytime soon. I think Ethereum is going to be here for the long run. And I don't really mess with all these other coins. I think I learned a lot during this bull run with all these altcoins like Shiba. I learned so much, man. And so I just took a lot of the information that I was learning and just was a sponge with it. Kind of just geared up for what's going to come next, and try to gain all the knowledge instead of like just not knowing what I'm going to do and just throw all this stuff out there. Yo, Sam, man, yo, you are the man. You are the man. Yo, Joy. Yo, Joy. Yo, chat's going crazy right now. I can't keep up. Sam, man, that's what I mean. This dude's a real good dude, man. Joy, I hope you enjoy that. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yo, this community is amazing, dude. It's crazy that just happened. Where am I? My phone streams, bro. What do you think of David mentioning a potential future Netflix miniseries? If David's dropping a documentary, I am buying it and watching it on repeat. Dan documentary. Wendy, what's going on, Wendy? I dropped your name a few times. Shout out to Wendy. What's going on? The escrow queen. Go follow Wendy on Facebook, on YouTube now. Wendy's about to make YouTube. On Twitter. Crypto Crayons, dope. Litecoin is my favorite coin. I love Litecoin. Let's go. I think, it's just one of those coins to where it's kind of being overlooked right now. A lot of people don't talk about it. And going off what I was saying, you save people time with it. And I like how there's a fixed amount. It's more than Bitcoin. I think there's like 81 million instead of 21 million. But the fact that it's fixed amount, it's not inflationary. I think it's definitely an interesting coin. I like it a lot. It's one of my favorites too. You guys are also young. I don't know crap about Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon, but I do know my little brother's generation ate it up. The team of Dan, Dave, Reese, Al, and Trevor just says, wow. People make fun of me all the time because I mention Al Khan's name like every time. But like this man is a legend. This man has made billions of dollars. And he chose to work with Dan. He chose to work with David and VeVe. Like, you can't hire this man. You can't pay this guy to work for you. He has to really like you. And he talked about how he saw David at 18 years old, 17 years old. This guy can spot talent. This guy can see talent. It's like an it factor. Some people can just see things that aren't really clear and just aren't really there. And he saw a lot in David at a young age, and the fact that they reconnected now, and he chose VeVe, like this is a legend. Like you saw Reese's. I don't know if you know this or not, or saw it or not, but if you go back in the last interview Alcon just did, look at Reese's like face and his smile in his eyes when he's like talking. You could tell there's like a different glow because Alcon's in the building, you know, like kind of starstruck a little bit. Pineapple. I thought that was him in there. Past page just said pineapples. Thanks, bro. Dun 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 dun. Crypto crayons. Don't worry, the Domer. VeVe got you covered. You know they're gonna drop some dope '80s cartoons. Yeah, the Domer. The thing is though, I don't know how old you are, but you said how young we are. It brings the kid out in all of us. Like even my grandmom, she gets excited because she knows Back to the Future. She knew Superman really well, so like she was excited, and she's she doesn't even really have the app yet. So it's good to see that you're an older guy and you're excited. You're with the community too. Don't matter how old you are. Plus, an older person like you can give us experiences and kind of different perspective of things. So it's always good. When mood. My pleasure. Bitcoin, pay for it if you can. I don't want to get my baseball cards out of the attic to see what I have. I got a bunch of baseball cards too. Chills is effing dope. DeLorean brought me in. Nice. Dun 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 is a timeless and infamous comic book dramatic sound effect. Dun Dun Dun. And Stay Puft. I'm still waiting for my brand, but I'm loving everything you're dropping this for. What's your brand? Tasmanian. But there are faster to do transactions like XLM. I know, I like XLM too. I didn't talk about that one. That's one I have saved too. I do like XLM a lot. That's a low key one. I think it's. Let me check the price real quick. I know it's real low. Real low. Is it below? Wow, it's 26 cents right now. I think that's a steal. If I wasn't tapped out, I'd be investing a lot right now. That's the thing. You want to invest when it's low, right? I just love Litecoin XLM. Check that one out. Yeah, I do like XLM. What's your favorite way to trade NFTs? Like trustworthy escrow. Wendy, duh. Seriously, Wendy's a good escrow. I do trust her. I've never used her, but I trust her. Definitely trust Wendy Lopez. Wendy Stabalis. I'm saying that so wrong. I'm sorry to butcher it. Maybe on a live stream you can teach me how to say her name. But go follow Wendy on Facebook if you haven't already. Don't listen to how I just butchered her name, by the way. You got to teach me how to say it. AK-47 literally syndicated Pokemon himself on TV. He had so much faith in the product. Cool. Haha, what the? Can't hire this man. You said it best. Alcon used to have 6 now. 7 out of top 10. 7 out of the 10 top toy licenses. Like, when you take over the kids, you take over the world. Mommy, I need to buy this. Daddy, I need to buy this. Like, you're going to have microtransactions take over. He really burning that Omi. Not that I'm old, but I had my mom standing in lines buying me Han Solo and Yoda action figures. Yeah, they're probably worth a lot, right? Hey, yo, gotta go. Have a meeting. Need to get back on my job and earn some more money and invest in Nomi and VeVe. Peace out, guys. Oh, by the way, you gotta get some sleep, John. Try, man. I gotta get up early tomorrow. We have like the whole parade thing. I gotta be up at probably like 6 a.m. It's 2 a.m. right now. So I was just like looking like, wow. That's probably a meme in itself. If you can rewind and play like me looking at the time right now, realizing that if I go to sleep 2 minutes ago, I'll get 4 hours of sleep. But guess what? I'm here because I love y'all. And I love the VeVe fam. No, even Latinos pronounce. You gotta teach me how to say it next live stream. We'll have Johnny Dunn, pronunciation how to say Wendy's name correctly, because I gotta get that right. For me, when VeVe drops, Green Lantern's gonna be crazy on the hoverboard, right? Or what is that called? And Reverse Flash or Dragon Ball Z or South Park or literally anything NBA related. Then I'll be hiring people off the streets to help with the drops. Like Reese said, they got the market cornered, right? Like what that means to me is they have every major brand. You know, NBA I think is coming, probably collectibles. I know they have NBA Top Shot with moments. If NBA Top Shot is listening to this, I really think they should install this. I've been saying it from day one. I'm not invested in Top Shot. I probably would have if I got some like early good moments. I think overall it's a good project, but like individual moments, majority of them probably are overrated. I think the big names are going to hold weight, but I think there's just too many players that will probably be out the league in like 3 to 5 years, and just too many moments. Like random assists are selling like for like $500 at one point. I don't think that's going to happen unless it's like big time name. Gary Vee put out a video saying that same exact thing, saying like it's not like you got IP of Superman or Batman. And I was like, VeVe? I was like, yo, if he's not invested, he knows about it. So I think it's only a matter of time before we start seeing the Gary V's, the Logan Pauls, the Johnny Dunns. I'm just kidding, I'm not there. But seriously, I think Logan Paul will, put it out there that, VeVe's, he's already said that he's invested in Omi. So, what I was going to say about Top Shot is imagine they had Top Shot moments that you could watch your moment in like you're there in courtside AR seats, like how VeVe. Imagine you could put your moment and they'll watch it like you're courtside. Now we're talking about a whole different layer where I'm probably going out of my way to sign up for Top Shot, as opposed to like, cool, you just look at your moment, but I want to place it in AR and like watch LeBron dunk on somebody. Like, why haven't they done that? Top Shot, you got to watch this video, or Top Shot, if you're watching this video, you got to hire me. I got crazy ideas. But no, I really want to work for VeVe, man. VeVe's my baby. VeVe, I would work for VeVe for free. VeVe, I want to just grow. I have so many ideas that I feel like I've been giving them mad ideas. And that's what's so crazy about the community, too. They want ideas from everybody. If you got an idea for VeVe, go tweet it at them. They want to hear from you because they're so early. They want feedback from everybody. Like, your feedback might change a whole landscape of things. Something that you may not even think is advice. I put VVOG, just like kind of like kidding around. Like I'm sure I know there's way more people got into VeVe earlier than me, but just like for fun, I was on like the VVOG. So I put that on the Twitter, and then weeks later they announced that all season 1 are gonna be labeled as OGs, and I was like, wait a second, I think they might have taken that. So like just little things that just be yourself and just put out stuff, because they might see it and use it as an idea. Or if you have an idea, tweet at them. They may see it and take it. Like, they want advice. So I think it's good just to put out advice. Where we at? I have to go to sleep. Thanks for all the support. Take care, Johnny and the Omi fan. Yo, good night, Wendy. Yeah, definitely. Appreciate you for having me on tonight when you're live streaming. We'll do plenty more for sure. And get some sleep. You got some big escrow trades probably in the future. It's a lot of pressure dealing a lot of money, in your account like that. Some good fun tonight. Thanks for the stream. Gotta hit the VeVe, then bed. Make sure I strategize properly before Ray gets up. That's funny, man. You wake up one morning and Ray Fixie might be like buying the whole market. So like, you might have just missed out on your opportunity. You might have been like, I'm gonna wait till the morning to buy this. I haven't got it, and then you wake up and it's gone. We are working for VeVe for free. Exactly. Yeah, we are, man. Like, it's kind of crazy because we really are, and we love it. Like, that's the difference. Like, people may be like, oh, are you really putting this much time in? It's like, yeah, and I actually want to put in more time because we see this opportunity, Gail. We see this as an opportunity of a lifetime. And not only is it an opportunity, it's something we truly enjoy and we truly love. Like, when you get on your videos and you talk about, like, you can just tell in your voice that, like, you love this. You're not just, like, here. You know what I mean? It's a difference. Like, we love VeVe, man. Al talked about it's a lifestyle brand. It really is a lifestyle. Like, we're made Top Shot for live games. Like, put a camera on courtside seat, then sell a virtual ticket for exactly. Good night, Pasmanian. Paz. Oh, have a great good night, Paz. Have a good one, brother. Big supporter, man. Paz is a big supporter of the community. Rock with him. Have a great evening. Thanks for the fun video tonight. Yo, have a good one, Gary. I'm gonna head off soon a little bit too. I'm hoping this week's drop is just a solo, so I can use extra funds on completing a season 1 set. That's a thing. 2 drops one day is just crazy. Excuse me. Jeez, burping all over. 2 drops one day is just insane. What happens when it gets to 2 drops 2 days? That's 4 drops in 1 week. I'm not gonna have the money to just buy everything. The whales are just gonna be whales and just buy everything. But we're gonna really have to start to, I think, pick and choose between what is your, what's your favorite brand that you want, and then what do you see as a good investment. I'm sure they're gonna try to meet everybody's needs. They're gonna have a drop in the morning, maybe for kids. 50,000 editions for Barbie, everything. Then you're gonna have at nighttime maybe 1 of 100. Ron English, physical, like, see what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna have a little bit of everything, I think. Nah, I'm not going anywhere. Wendy was just replying to me saying goodnight. Okay, got you. All right, yeah, man, this community is crazy. Everybody involved is just unbelievable, and I really think 3 months from now is just going to be a big wave. 6 months from now, 2022. People are going to start to realize, what an NFT is. People don't know what NFT is still. Like, we're so in the community to where if I put out a video saying, like, what is an NFT? Like, we would probably all laugh. Like, come on, we all know what an NFT is. But we're in, like, the 1%. Think of the world. Most people still aren't getting it. They're like, okay, a non-fungible token. Like, they're understanding it, what the definition is, but they don't understand what a non-fungible token really means. When you start to put in the aspect of it's a limited amount, they don't really get that. And how can a digital thing be a limited amount? So these are the steps in, like, the evolution it probably will take. Like, then the blockchain introduction, like, oh, blockchain is what's going to verify and authenticate that this is all going to be like a limited amount. Blockchain, to somebody who doesn't understand, sounds like I don't want to mess with that blockchain thing. You know what I mean? Like, so I see that side because I was once there like 6 months ago, and now I'm here to where I feel like a different person. I'm not an expert, and people know way more than me, but I know way more than what I just learned. I wish I had more foresight to grab all those Martys on drop day, extra choice cut labbits. The show that I put out a night ago. I showed I only have one choice, labbit, and I was literally about to be like, I just put out a video saying how underrated these are. I should go cop these. They're $25. And I thought about it, and I think I only grabbed one. I should have just grabbed like a bunch. And I didn't know Ray Fixie was going to get involved. And now they're just like double. And I'm like, why didn't I just trust myself? Why didn't I just trust my gut? That's the thing. If you have a gut feeling about some of this stuff, you got to just run with it. I don't even know what an NFT is. You're right, man, because we're so early in the space, just the beginning. It's so true. Like, we're just thinking of NFTs as like collectibles. Like, NFT is going to be like website domains. Like, you see what Pineapple's doing with the music. It's going to shake up industries. Artists are no longer going to want to go to a major label. They're just going to want to make money selling their NFTs. Creators, I was telling this girl that I knew to sell her art as an NFT, and she just laughed at me. What's an NFT? And I'm like, yeah, it sounds stupid. I get it. But like, you got to dive into things if you don't know. Like, I've always been the type of person to where, like, if I don't know something, I'm not going to just poop on it. I'm going to go research it and dig and dig and dig. I get like obsessively addicted to things. It could be a blessing and a curse. So, sorry, still in the store. Oh, right. Yeah, sat in the store. Yeah, there was a ton that just sat in the store. They were common. 5 out of 40 50 people at the party I was at tonight heard of an NFT. 3 out of the 5 were my wife and sons. Oh, wait. So like 5 out of the 50 people at the party heard of an NFT. Think about that. The donor went to a party and like 5 out of the 50, 40 people there knew what an NFT was. And 3 out of those 5 were his wife and his sons. Nobody knows what an NFT is yet. Nobody. I shouldn't say nobody. People are slowly finding out. I had to do the amount of research. I was brain dead. I was mentally drained after March. April, I wasn't a real person. I didn't sleep March. I was golfing at one point like 3 times a day. And March hit and I didn't golf. I didn't go out of my house because I had to learn so much. Most people, have a whole career job. They don't have the time to take, like 8,000 or not 8,000, like 7 days a week, hours at a time. They don't have that ability to do that. So the fact that I was able to do that and a lot of other people were able to do that, it was just a moment in time to where you just had to research and research and research. I felt like I kept saying, I just felt like I just did the research that the masses are going to do in the next 6 months. It's probably going to be like the next 6 to 9 months because everybody's, living life so fast, working 9 to 5, come home, so tired, you might have time with your family, and then you go to bed and you do it all over again. You don't really have time to sit and just research. You're just already tired, and this takes mental stamina. You have to learn about blockchain, crypto, collectibles, so it's a lot. And so I understand why people don't want to. But I also understand that it felt like an opportunity that most didn't have. So I was like, okay, pedal to the metal. Let me learn. And plus I became obsessed and I loved it. They think I'm stupid or nuts. A lot of people do. And they probably will until they start having that aha moment. And that aha moment will probably happen over time. Nobody knows what an NFT means, but it's proactive. It gets the people going. Oh, it's prerogative. Absolutely. Every single person said I should sell. Bro, I absolutely. I was finding things in March and people said I should sell it right away. And I'm like, people who say that, they just don't understand. They think it's just a part of the NFT boom. They think, people who say that, they didn't take the time to research VeVe's team, the fact they've been around since 2017 building this. They think, Top Shot's popping off, NFT this. They just started and they're trying to capitalize off this NFT bubble. That's what those people think. You have to do so much explaining to them, like, no. They've been preparing for this moment. They didn't just start this in 2020, 2021, not even 2019 or 2018. They were putting in the groundwork 2016, 2017, building this, thinking that one time in the next few years, handful of years, NFTs will be mainstream. That's what they thought in 2016, 2017. It seemed like they were out of this world back then. They said that they wanted the brands, and brands couldn't spell NFT. So, like, that's another thing I love about this company. People at my job keep calling it magical mystery JPEGs. I show some grace and just let them have their stance. Some people don't want to learn. The facts, exactly. No matter what you say to them, they've already put out their stance. So even like ego, if they understand it, they get it, they're not going to say like, oh, wow. Like, they're just going to keep making fun of it until they themselves see it on commercials and everything. Like you said, you just got to just let them have it. You're the man, Johnny. Yo, sneakers God, right? Sneckers God. I don't know how to say your name, but I appreciate you, man. Blades of Glory. Blades of Glory. At the Gale. Wes, you get over 1 million owe me? My parents think I've lost my mind. Yeah, man. It's hard. My mom gets it. My dad doesn't understand it. He believes now, but he doesn't understand. He doesn't even really get cell phones. like caveman stuff. But he would understand it if I'm trying to think of brands that I want to say my dad's a fan of. I don't even want to say anything, but like say people who don't understand, they'll start to understand it when they see a brand they really like, and then that drops. and then they're interested in the brand, and then they realize it's a limited quantity that they only want. David talked about how everybody's actually a collector. They might not even know they're a collector. Collecting's in like your DNA. Cavemen used to collect all kinds of stuff. People used old school way back. They used to collect gems and all these different stones. Like collecting's in everybody's DNA. Valor, somebody got it. Yeah, I might have missed it. Oh, did you say a movie quote, Gail? Oh, Blaze of Glory, the movie. See, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know movies like that, man. So you can say movie quotes all day, and I won't get them. But I'm already a millionaire. I'm a millionaire or a real millionaire. Either way, salute. If I bring up buying as much Omi as I have, and they want to sit me down and talk to me like I need help, and you just got to open up their perspective. Realize that they probably don't understand crypto either. My mom's a hoarder and she thinks I'm nuts. Really? Your mom's a collector? But see, the hoarding, you can collect. See, there's hoarders who hoard everything that may not be real valuable, may be valuable to them, but it's not like a licensed branded IP, something that they're hoarding, you know? Basmanian, at the end of the day, we're just animals and we all love big, shiny things that only we can have. Facts. What do you think will drop on Thursday, Johnny? I don't know, man. A lot of people keep asking me. I've heard anything from Hello Kitty. I don't have an opinion right now because I don't have any idea. I'm clueless right now what drop's going to be. Ninjas in Paris. You should know that song. Jay-Z and Kanye. That whole album, I think, is legendary, honestly. Ninjas. Yeah, I don't want to say that word. Yeah, man. VeVe's crazy. VeVe's a whole different breed, man. I think, NFTs are here to stay. MetaMask, is going to be a little bit complicated for the masses. Your average, teenager in high school, your college person who doesn't know crypto space. They're getting a MetaMask and all that is going to be a turn-off for them. What's going to be a turn-on is, download this app and you can get your favorite artist. Really. You can get your favorite show, your movie, album, superhero. That's going to be the turn on to the mainstream masses. Yeah, man, I really see it just exploding. I see when they start doing commercials, it kind of validates it. Like they're not even advertising, they're not even marketing. You saw a couple of YouTube ads here and there. When they start really marketing into the fan bases, like I don't know if that's happening already because we see the floor. I mean, it's not all Ray Fixie. I know Ray Fixie's a legend buying up the floor, but I think possibly we're seeing a little bit of marketing into the comic fan base a little bit because things are flying right now. And I don't really have any information of new users right now, but I might be. MetaMask is complicated for me, and I know what I'm doing. So facts, dude. Same with me. Like, just even like switching the networks to Ethereum to the Go chain or to set up a custom token like we had to do with Omi. Like, what? People aren't going to know that. So that's why I see a lot of these NFT things. Like, if you can capitalize off it right now, sure, go ahead. Because who doesn't like to make money, right? But I mean, I look at everything long-term investment-wise. And maybe I shouldn't do that because if you can get in early on a lot of these and day trade it sort of, hold it for a week, sell it at a high. But I feel like for me personally, morally, I don't want to. I have a following from VeVe. I have a following. People, whether I like it or not, people are going to trust and believe what I say. And I don't want to just dump every NFT platform. Like just shit. I'm not into shilling things. Like people ask me to shill things. I don't like doing that because I feel like I would be fake. And like I would just be telling my audience something that's not something I believe in just to try to capitalize off them. And that's not what I'm about. So I only talk about things I really love. Like people think too, like you're only talking about VeVe because you're invested, and it's like no, I only invested in VeVe because I absolutely love it. I've done all my research and I absolutely love it. That's why I dropped the bag and invested and put all my time to VeVe because I love it. And that's where I think people get so twisted. Like I'm not just going to talk about anything because I know people are going to listen and take that into account. And I don't want to. I don't want to tell you something that this is the next thing, this is the next thing, and me not really believe it or me not really think that or be even invested in it. Like I'm totally invested in VeVe. So I have no problem talking about it because I think it would be a good investment to do it. I'm not going to talk about something I'm not invested in and that I don't really believe in if I didn't really believe it. You know your stuff, man. Your YouTube channel will be successful. Yo, appreciate you, Wes, big time, bro. I mean, I'm trying to learn as I go too. That's the thing. Like, I'm never going to sit here and claim I'm an expert. I think people who do that just aren't really an expert. I think that's kind of just feeding that ego into getting them to try to believe that they are for other people. I think you have to be smart enough to know that you're dumb, smart enough to know that you don't know everything. Even a quote unquote expert can still learn stuff. Like, so I'm just a sponge, man. I'm just like you guys. I'm trying to learn as I go and just kind of like Gail always talks about how he's just documenting his journey. That's what I'm doing, really. I'm just talking about our experiences. He may talk about things he learned in the market. He may talk about, what he did, what he would do differently if you're just joining now. And I think that's what really is the key about this all. Is like, I'm not going to sit up here and claim I'm an expert on this. You guys need to do what I say, or like, anything like that. I'm just here to bring fun, entertainment, and teach you guys what I've learned and what I've messed up, and just different experiences and stuff like that. So I appreciate that big time, Wes. Where am I? Where am I? NFTs are here to stay. Gems on phone are gems. Gems on phone are gems. Or diamonds. It's true. I mean, you can just the fact you can buy NFTs with credit card, game changing. Yeah, NFT is not very intuitive. Buying Wonderful's NFTs, I'm hitting him up on Twitter like, yo, can you explain how to take pics with it once it's in my trust wallet? It's tough, but like, see, that's like believing in the creator himself. So, say even if you weren't a fan of rap or his music, which is hard to not be a fan of, because everything he puts out is just money. And that goes with his production, man. He can mix and master it so well to where sonically it can make it sound professional every time. That's what I don't have. I'm learning how to do all that stuff. So like some stuff just may not be sonically perfect because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just playing with it as I go. When I first started in 2018, I didn't even use effects. I literally had this mic, not even this mic. This is an expensive mic. I had a $30 mic, and I just played a YouTube beat. I just did raw vocals right on top of it. Didn't know effects or anything and put it out there because I loved it, and I just wanted to learn as I kept going. And so, but yeah, that's something that you can treat it almost like an investment too. Like I was saying, if you don't like rap or whatever, you can buy his first NFT ever, and as he keeps growing, could be a big investment. So easy compared to Ethereum. So easy compared to Ethereum and MetaMask. It's the scariest 10 to 26 minutes transferring crypto. Really is, man. Transferring crypto is like, oh my God, that's in the wrong wallet, wrong network. I didn't even really get that much involved with like sending XRP with the whole memo thing. The memo thing just, I was like, okay, you need to write memo. All right, that's a little bit one step further than I wanted, so I won't invest in that. And I was like, dang, that's XRP though. Like, so like that's how I was in the beginning because everything was so new. It took me so long to like, there was so many things happening at once. It was like I tried to only stay in the things that were easy, and then I learned as I kept going. Where am I at? Backed up. What's up, Mr. No, yo, Reslone, what's good? I still gotta get you the little the little percent I gotta send you. I was just waiting for some other ones to sell so it could be like one transaction. Res Fire. Yeah, don't be a Gagan. Why does everyone keep saying why Jake Gigan? I like Jake. Jake shows me so much love, man. Shout out to Jake. Um, you know what I mean? Like he's one of the YouTubers that really shouts me out and like really, gave me mad love. And he came into the community not late, but I mean like later than some people. I like Jake though. Are you talking about how like he shills everything? I mean, he's trying to build a following too, so I understand that aspect. At the same time, like I think it just comes down to the person. Like he's also more probably knowledgeable about other cryptos, maybe. Chill me enough. Yo, Gail, how you doing? Think about all the FE and FA that still hasn't come out yet. Save your gems. That's the other thing, man. That's why I just had to resell some things or sell some things in the marketplace for the first time because as much as I want to hold everything, I don't have the money to keep buying more gems. So I am at the point where I have to kind of reinvest a little bit. Like right now, I have like 800 gems just chilling. I feel so good because I'm like, wow. Every drop last like month, I was like, how am I going to get enough gems? How am I? And now, like, I just sold a couple, and I still have plenty of dupes left, and now I got some gems for next week's. So even though I do have my eye on a target right now, so those 800 gems, depending if any of my other dupes sell, I have my eye on a season 1 thing I'm trying to get. So there's 800 gems and may go quick. But that's the thing. We have so many. What's the FA Superman or FA Spider-Man going to sell for? The FA Hulk? FA Hulk. The green giant Hulk that's going to probably animate smashing down at some point. So many good FA. Star Wars is going to be insane. Like, I wasn't even a big Star Wars fan growing up. Like, I knew of it, but I knew how big. I always say this too. Like, I wasn't a big fan of this, but VeVe drops it. Huge fan. Like, I think it's also because I know how strong and big that Star Wars fan base is. So, like, they get me hyped for it. It's so glad and took your advice and put it in VeVe sets. Best advice ever. Yo, I'm glad you got good advice from Miguel. The sets are big, man. Think about how hard the set's going to be to get one set in like 6 months. Not financial advice, but yeah, listen to Gail. Definitely. Diamond Hands Forever track is so effing good. He sounded like a completely different person. Dude, his production is next level, man. Like, not only can he can flow like water, man. He's got it in him. He said he's made music his whole life, and you can tell, you know what I mean? So, like, he can just flow with ease. Like me, he can tell, like, I'm trying to learn how to some songs that come out really good though. But like the last one I did, I didn't like it all. I rushed it. And not that I rushed it, it was just a rush song. I didn't have much time. But that's the thing, he's making these songs left and right, like boom, 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 and he can mix and master so good. Like that's what I love about it. So like the more I learn about music, I didn't even know what mixing and mastering was before. Mixing and mastering, if you don't know, is like you take the raw vocals and then you do all the effects and you edit it. You kind of blend it in with the music background, and that's how it comes out like so smooth and like sounds like a radio quality song. And that's honestly the engineering side of things that I think it's so overlooked in music. I think all these engineers and producers who do that, he does both. He does it all. Some people just you go in the booth and you do the vocals and you have a whole team that does all that part. The people or the team that engineer all the sounds and lyrics and everything, they are superstars. They should be like celebrities just as big as the artists, I think. But that's just for me, the behind the scenes learning and everything. Like I truly believe like anyone can go out and be an artist vocally. Just go in a studio, pay for real studio time. Like he used to work in a studio. He would be the guy that like you would pay in the studio to mix and master your songs. So he's got both, man. He's got it all. So and he's from Jersey too, so pretty dope. He's performed at the same place that I performed at my first performance last February. The Movement Space in Elizabeth, New Jersey. He's performed there plenty of times. So like when he was telling me all this, I was like, yo, what? He knows a lot of guys. He was with a lot of guys from Jersey who kind of popped too. And I feel like from a story, like the labels, not even, I guess labels, whoever, they kind of like would always side with the other kid. And I relate so much with this kid's story because I feel like he's the underdog being slept on. I feel like I was kind of slept on with sports and everything. I just relate to like everybody always picked the wrong person with him almost. Like they should have been picking him but they kind of almost like didn't pick him, pick the other guy, and I feel like he's just like the hidden gem. You know what I mean? So I try to support him every time, man. Shout out to Pineapple Gang. I love Pineapple. Green candle uppercut like Tyson. I sold a lot of Omi to complete my sets. Now I have to wait for my next deposit to buy back. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Definitely. No stress, Don. Enjoy the creations. Bro, and the artwork that you did, I've been meaning to put in a YouTube video. I haven't yet. Don't worry, it's coming. But the way you wrote out Johnny Dunn, like how you did the Gale, fire, bro. Like you caught that. The vision I have for it perfect. Like the green, like the neon type vibe. I love it, man. Looks so sick. VeVe chips, 5,000 editions. Some sold some stuff today, and those gems start burning a hole in your pocket quick. So true. Wanted to buy Starfire and end up doubling down on some FA Batman. Can't go wrong with FA Batman, man. I actually did just sell FA Batman because I had 6 of them, and I had it not high mints. They're like 4,000, I think. 4,000, and maybe one might have been a 6,000 edition. And I was looking at all the floor prices of the Batman, and they were high prices. And I mean, there were high edition counts, and I had a 4,000, so I sold that one. And I have a 2,000 edition one listed for sale too. And the only reason why I'm selling 2 is because I still have 5 left, and they're all 5 of them are in the 1,000 edition mint range. I don't have any sub 1,000 Tots, but I feel like having 5 all 1,000 is pretty crazy. So I'm willing to get rid of like, I think I've listed the 2,000 edition is listed at like 600 maybe right now, or somewhere in the 600s, I want to say. And I'm trying to just reinvest these gems into something else. I haven't really been doing that. This is the first day where I sold things on the market, and it's a high in itself because after I sold it, boom, money's in your account instantly, and we can't even cash out yet. But like it's a high in itself just seeing the gems in there, knowing like we're gonna be able to cash out eventually, you know. So it's just a fun time part of VeVe, and I'm so excited. Never a bad idea, Domer. I've got some stuff on the marketplace. I'm waiting to snag a few season 1 ultra rares. Yep, definitely. Have you checked the ultra rare market on VeVe? I really haven't checked the ultra rares. Even the shortlist Batman is pumping. Let's go. I think we're seeing like a wave of people come in, and they're all kind of like figuring it out right now. Because I see my YouTube views, even the ones that only have like 100, like I've been kind of like experimenting right now with YouTube to kind of see where are the people coming from. Like when I post a YouTube video, I'll only promote on Twitter certain ones, and a lot of times I won't promote some because I want to kind of see how my Twitter following impacts it, almost type thing. I'm almost playing like I'm trying to like figure things out right now, and so even the ones that I haven't even promoted are climbing in views the last, I would say, 2 days. And I'm wondering if that's because a lot of new users are coming in right now and they're searching for VeVe. And I really think that's what's happening. And so shout out to the Gale, man. He's been saying this for a while. And I think we all have been, but I know he's really been preaching this. And every time I watch his videos, it's like, yep, it's definitely going to happen. Like he keeps saying how people are going to be joining and be searching for VeVe content. And it's so true. I think we're starting to see that. I had to buy a second. I only had one shoulderless Batman, and after watching the Khaki interview with Chad, anti-Pirates, shout out to the Pirates. I love Chad, man. Chad's such a great dude. Did an early interview with him, and we haven't linked back up because we both been just so busy. But I'm definitely gonna be back on Pirates channel soon. From day one, man, I knew he was a good dude, so I've been trying to do everything I can to support him. He's been blowing up, so it's good to see. And he's believed day one, man. That's the thing. I try to support people who believe day one. There's been a lot of people who cause FUD, and try to even make me believe in FUD. And I had to just exit them out of my life because it's contagious. Energy is contagious, man. And when you're around negative people, that is going to spread to you. And you're going to start believing and doubting things. So, like, I always try to support people who believe day one in VeVe, man, because when times are tough, you had to have that strong inner faith. And I know it took a lot from a lot of people. So I feel like we've all been through it. And I know Chad's been one of them. And shout out to everybody. I'm pretty sure Kyle Wilson's believed too. A lot of people. I don't want to single out people because I know there's a lot of people I'm not mentioning. But yeah, man, just crazy. I got to get on the Pirates soon. The khaki interview is what made me buy a second shoulder of this ultra rare Batman because I had to have two. I tried to at least get two of everything, and I only had one for the longest time. Where we at? Where we at? What do you think about the rare Labbits? 188 mints, and they're around 100 and 160. Is the rare the red one or the neon one? I think they're steel. It's like an ultra rare, basically. I have one listed for cheap, and I kind of want to exit this and go take it off right now. I wanted gems, but like thinking about it, like I think it's just lower price right now. I think it's definitely a steal. Meanwhile, Can't Calorie with the same exact mints is $250. Oh, is the rare. Exactly, man. That's the thing. I think that's where the ultra rare psychology comes down to. Like, if it says ultra rare and there's 1,800 editions, you're like, ooh, I want it. If it says rare and there's 1,800 editions, it's like, ooh, I'd rather pass. You know, it's like, I think it's just that psychology part. What number is your Todd? Found you, followed you. Yo, let's go. I think the Todd, it's like one of the two. I think it's listed at like six to 700. Somewhere might be 650. Somewhere in between there. Because I had another one that was like a higher mint. I listed at like 575 or something. And like these prices, I think are steals. Honestly, I really wanted the gems, and I had enough to get rid of. Like Todd's are gonna be over $1,000 easily. Geo Neo, yo, what's good, bro? Thanks for not exiting me, Johnny, that day. I almost gave up on VeVe. No, man, I got you, bro. I got you. Same question. Can you buy gems with Omi when an Android as this time? Same question. Can you buy gems with Omi when an Android as of this time? Can you buy gems with Omi? I don't think you can right now. I think they had this feature like way back, like early January, early February. You could buy gems with Omi. I don't know. I get the conversion confused all the time. I just bought a Neo Bunny because of you. Let's go. I bought a Neo one today too. So shout out to you, bro. I think, it goes like what you're just saying, the rare, it's undervalued right now because there's only 1,800 of them. I have the red one too. I think that's a rare. I like the red one. I have two red ones. That's why I have one for sale. Pineapple. I just had enough gems to buy 1X edition. It was the cheapest. The 1,000 edition was the cheapest. Yeah, that's a good, man. I mean, if you have the gems sitting there, I think it's a good buy because I see, like you said, the count calories at like 250 right now. It's got the same amount of editions. It's an artist with a big following. So, oh, because of Paz, let's go. Pazmanian made Resloan buy one. Let's go, Paz. No, eBay the best. Yes, I checked. I couldn't resist. One number red one. I'll buy it. I don't want you to buy it. I kind of want to take it off. Nah, you can buy it. Let me check. It's a steal, I think. Honestly, do I want to say it? I take it off right now. If you find it, you might be able to snag it before I take it off. Let me see what they're selling for. I mean, the floor price of the red one right now, it's an uncommon. The red one's an uncommon. It's $72. We go to the editions right now. You got a 44 listed at 99 or 999. That's actually a good deal. $1,000 for a 44 mint. $1,000 for a 49 mint. Oh wait, this is actually a steal right now. $520 for a 52 mint. Red Labbit. That looks like a steal. That's but see, this is what throws me off. This could be a new user. HC Chapster. He's got one collectible. Maybe he's a new user, and he lucked out and he got the Labbit and he's selling it for only $500. But a 52 Labbit for $520. I kind of want to buy this right now. Should I buy it live on stream? It's $520. A 52 Labbit, the red one. I gotta buy this, right? I really want to buy this. I mean, for $370, you can get an 81. All right, so I don't feel like mine's like a complete like toss away. I have a 201. I have a 211 mint, and I put it out there for $170. Oh, do I take it off? I mean, it's not that bad because I mean you can get a 218 for 180, 221 for 200. It's probably just the lowest I would ever sell a collectible for. I'll put it that way because I know what these are gonna go for. I have another one. It's kind of like someone did just buy it. One of you guys just buy it. I'm gonna check the live stream. Let's see if I'm gonna see if one of you guys bought it. It's funny. As soon as I just saw the money go in my account. You guys are funny. Let's see. I want it because it's yours. Oh, word, bro. Appreciate that. S1, S2, pure, all of them pure. I agree. Holy crap. Just look at the Dragon Girl rare. It's going up like crazy. That is one I wish I had way more of. It was only like $200. Holy crap, my Clio just sold for $700. A number 163. Did I screw up? Do you have another Clio? If you really want a Clio, maybe buy the floor price now. Because I think any number Clio is going to be, a good number. You might have been able to get a little bit more, maybe 800. 700 is not bad though, man. If you can, use that, buy like a floor. I don't know what the floor is right now for Clio, but I remember it was like 400. If you can get something like for around 400, maybe 500 max, you just made $200. Yes, it's Resloan with the Omiai. Are you a Krypton's King guy or a hoverboard guy? I'm looking at it. I'm a Labbit guy. Serial killer kind of guy. Would you hold that long-term done, that 52 mint? So one of you guys did just buy my thing because I want to know it was one of you. Would you hold that long-term done, that 52 mint? I am going to hold my Catwoman 68 mint long-term. See, it's so tough, man, because it's like, do you want to make money? Because like I could probably sell the Catwoman 68 for like I bought it for 500. And see, I did that because I have this belief that Catwoman is going to get animated. So I did it because I was like, oh man, if Catwoman becomes animated and I have a 68, that's going to be like thousands, right? So I would sell it. But then I'm thinking like long term, it may not even matter because. Like, I don't know. I'm torn on that, man. It's a good question, Gail. I think I do want to sell my. I want to keep at least one low mint sub 100. Keep one, just to be like plan it there long term. Like I'm not selling it, but I do want to profit off these low mints to reinvest. Like if I can make like $2,000 off a sub 100 Catwoman, that's so many more collectibles that you can get in the future for sets. So for me. I don't have that much money in real life, If I was a millionaire, I would be solely focused on collecting crazy mints and stuff like that. But I kind of need money, you know what I mean? Like, I want to have a museum set up, but I want to profit a little bit. So I'm kind of torn there with the low mints. That probably doesn't really help your question, Gail. Like that 52 mint Labbit. Something like a Labbit to me doesn't really mean much. Just because I didn't really know who Frank Kozik was, even though that red one I love a lot. I don't know why. The red one I just think looks awesome. I have the 211. Well, I did have the 211 one. before I'm gonna use it. I snatched it. That makes me think. I wanted to. Do I go buy this other one right now because I finally have the gems? I'm debating if I buy this right now. I hate buying from private profiles. I want to know who the person is. Shout out to everybody or anybody who did buy that if you're in the live stream right now, because I think that will pay weight, man. Like any like creator, like if you bought a collectible from Gale, and as Gale blows up, as my name keeps growing, I think if you do get a collectible from your favorite, whatever, someone who, if I got a collectible from Logan Paul, somebody like famous at that point, when we're able to see the history of these, I think it will carry more weight. Shout out to Chris Moneymaker. I'm trying to get a collectible from you still. But shout out to you too for joining the Omi team, man. It means a lot to all of us, and it's awesome to see somebody like you in the VeVe family. I think it was. Let me just double check that was the one that sold the Rare Labbit. Transactions. We're gonna find out who bought this Snorkin' Labbit. Sneaker gods, it was you. You found it. Hey, I can't take it back, but no, that's good, man. Goodbye. I'm glad you got one for me too. I'll do everything I can to make that more valuable. Check Twitter. I gotta check Twitter. Okay, well, remember what you said. Trust you get 675 floor for Cleo. Wow, love going through the VeVe market, dude. I love going through the VeVe market too. I'm gonna try to post something like every Friday, just like I did it this Friday, just like floor prices of like most of the collectibles, and I'm gonna do it again because it's gonna be a cool like as you look back at it over the years. I had a Laughing Batman number 50 and sold it for 800. Completed my sets with that. That's solid, bro. That's solid. I think Batman Who Laughs is a slept-on collectible, but I mean, you kind of have to like look at it. Like low mints are amazing to have and will be very valuable, but we want sets too right now, and we want the new drops because if you miss out on an FA Super or Spider-Man or something like that, because you had a low mint chilling, like cool, you have the low mint, but now you don't have the Spider-Man, so. Well, you're an effing Yeti guy tonight. Did you just send him one of those Yeti things? That's the strategy. That was more insightful than expected. Thanks. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, because like I bought a $500 67 Catwoman, or 63 or 68, because it was one of those Ritmo moments where I was about to buy a Ritmo when it was not what it is now, and it was right before it got animated, and I didn't buy it. It got animated the next day, and I was like, no way. But I got the ultra rare Dragon Girl instead, so either way, I was fine with it. But I think Catwoman safe is 100% coming open. I kept watching the preview of when they dropped it, and they literally focused on the safe for so long. It was one of those gut feelings I had right away, so I just doubled down on that gut feeling I was talking about, and I made a big purchase, $500. That's like a lot for me, And I bought the Catwoman, and I have another sub 1000 Catwoman. I think it's like a 600 or something like that. And so I've been thinking about it back and forth right now. I'm like, when it becomes animated, which I think it will, do I sell the sub 100 Catwoman for like a couple thousand maybe? Or do I sell the sub 1000? I'm still torn it, honestly. But if it was the Labbit, I probably would sell the Labbit because I'm not really attached to Labbit. Catwoman kind of goes with Batman, and I feel like I have a little bit of attachment with that, especially knowing or thinking that's going to animate. If it does, I'm going to be like, yo, I called it. I was right. So I'm going to have an attachment there. With the Labbit, as much as I like the red one, that 51, I hope you snipe it. If you snipe it, tag me on Twitter or something. I'll retweet it. But when I saw that, I was like, yo, I could be one of the biggest pass ups, man. Like he passed it up on street. But there's one more that I want to go after it, and I would probably use all the gems I got right now, like 1,000. So right now I'm kind of torn. Do I keep the 1,000 gems? Do I go and complete my 23rd set? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm constantly going back and forth with like decisions in my head. It's so hard to balance that all these platforms are in on top of real life. Like I've kind of sacrificed real life right now for VeVe stuff. Gail, what dupes you got the most of? I think it's Duppy. Check Twitter. I will. Right when I get caught up with this, I will. Green Cholulu. I can't say that name. I'm not gonna say that. Cholulu. Whatever that one is. I know what you're talking about. I think Rez. I appreciate it. Sneaker God. Love that number 211. Dude, it's a good number. Yeah, for under $200, man. That's a steal, right? And a Johnny Dunn collectible. Come on. The green one, you think it's going to be worth something? I just had a slight hunch due to HP Lovecraft fan. It's a speculative buy. Oh, that proper, bro. I don't know anything about it. Me neither. Me neither. That's the thing about this is like you kind of have to come up, be creative, but also do your research, and then kind of come up with like your own hypothesis, strategy off of that. You may be wrong, you may be right, but it's always easier to die on your sword when it's your own belief. Like if Catwoman doesn't come out animated, I can be so okay with being like, dude, I really thought it was going to be animated. I'm okay with it. Instead of like not really thinking that and just doing it because someone else is saying it. Because then if it doesn't happen, you're like, dude, I didn't think it was going to happen anyway. I just listened to somebody else. And you feel so much worse when that happens. The Cthulhu. What? The Cthulhu. The Cthulhu. Cthulhu. The Cthulhu. It's too funny, man. These names are funny. The Cthulhu. I'm so probably butchering it. Damn, dog, I could sell my low mint Clio for $700 and buy a higher mint for $440 and end up cutting my collection down to 18 cents. Oh wait, that's it. All right, let me read that next. What are you most hype off, Don? Like, what am I most hyped for? A lot of things. I'll elaborate soon. Damn, thought I could sell my low mint Clio for $700 and buy a higher mint $440. It ended up cutting my collection down to 18 cents. Now I gotta decide what to wait for drop or go for the low at 6. The low for Clio is $675 already. I'm checking it right now. What is happening? What is happening? The Clio, there's only 85 left on market. And the 900 edition one is $675 full price. What? Bro. Wow. This is just crazy. Like, I think you just got a 211 Labbit then for less than 200 for a steal. Damn. Yeah, bro, that's insane. I did not think the 675 floor was gonna happen this quick. This is insane what's happening actually. Oh my god, I'm so torn right now. I don't want to spend all my gem right now, but I really want this. There's only 75 in the market. Gail, do you have the Labbit set? Or is that was that like if you get that 50 Labbit, that would be like your one big Labbit out of that set? Because if so, if that was the case, if that was like my one Labbit and I didn't have the set, I would use that low mint to sell 100%. Buy for 500 gems for 50 or whatever, and wait like a month. Let the fan base of Kozik come. Maybe another drop happens, so then just people want Series 1. And you sell that 50 for like a couple thousand, I think. Maybe I should buy it right now. Oh, man, I'm so torn. And I can't think straight right now because I'm on streaming, you guys. Dragon Girl Ultra Rare 2K floor. What? Oh, my God, I'm looking at that right now. Dude, what is happening right now? We're seeing a massive influx right now of users, I think. I think we are literally seeing massive users come to the... So shout out to you if you're a new user. Leave a comment. Let me know. Oh, my God, it is 1.9K right now. Oh, my gosh. Look at this, y'all. Ultra Rare Dragon Girl 1.9K. Next one's 2K. Next one's 2.1K. The fourth one's 2.4K. Yo. Everything is really happening, man. I think we're just seeing, more and more users come to this space, and I think we're really seeing the growth happen because 350,000 users really isn't that much. It's insane growth from 10,000 users, right? But from 300,000 users, we're gonna have a million. I put out a tweet saying, like, 1.5 million users, I think, is the minimum we'll see by the end of the year. And Reese tweeted, like, that sounds like a low floor if you ask me or something. I was like, let's go. I was like, I'm just putting out there a minimum of 1.5 million because I know the futzers are going to attack my stuff and say, oh, you're being unrealistic. Oh, you're just hype. I'm like, I'm excited because I really believe it. But this is crazy. I've never seen the floors like this. Cleo, 675. Ultra Rare Dragon Girl, 2K. Do I make a purchase right now? Oh, my God. I don't want to just spend all these gems right now. But I want a museum. I want a museum of all the sets. What do I got on sale right now in the market? I still have my 650 Todd. I might take my Harley Quinn 18 off the market because I don't have that many dupes left. And I know Harley Quinn's going to be huge during the Comic-Con. I think I'm okay with selling that Todd for now. It's my highest mint left. Highest mint left is a 2000 Todd. It's crazy to me. I got all 1000 edition Todds. I think that's going to be big, so I'm okay with getting rid of that one. Also, the Joe M. Batman from Series 1. If you want to know one Batman I think is underrated, that and the Becky, because they're not being talked about because the Rizzo and the Todd Batman. But the Joe M. I think the Joe M. is slept on. It's a first edition Batman. And what I'm going to say about this one is, yeah, there's 5,000 editions. But this is when I was on this one so early. I liked it a lot. It was one of my first collectibles. I got a 0616, or let me back up. I got a 0615, a 0616, and a 0617. I got 3 in a row, and I wasn't even racing. Like, I bought one, had it, probably added gems because I didn't realize like stock up at the time. I just added gems, bought another one, and I probably added gems and bought another one. And like that, there's still so many in stock. This was before everything was selling out. So the fact that I got like 3, what do they call them? When he was talking about she's got a couple of these too. I kept calling them repeating numbers. They're not repeating numbers. They're sequential numbers. Right. So I'm selling 2 of them. I'm keeping 1. I'm keeping the 615, but I'm letting go of 2 sequentials. 616, which I think is a good number, but I wanted to keep the lowest one, and then a 615 at $500 each. Someone may say that's a lot, but I think that's a steal. $500 each, so $1,000. Like for me, that would be a lot. I only have $1,000 right now in my account, so I wouldn't want to spend all my 1,000 on like just 2 collectibles. Even though it's Series 1, Season 1, sequential numbers. That's why I think it's kind of lowballing it because someone with a lot of money is going to see that and be like, that's a steal. I can get $1,000 for 2 sequential sub 1,000 Series 1 S1 Batman first editions. I think it's a steal. But so I got those 2 in the Batman in the marketplace right now. Kind of high prices, $650. That's not even really that high. It's crazy. These prices like seemed high a little bit ago, but realistically, now it's not that high. I have a Harley Quinn for $300, but I'm taking that off right now. Yeah, I took it off because I had a Harley Quinn 18 listed for $300, $299, but I only have 3 of those, and I didn't want to get down to my last 2 for only $300. Like when Harley Quinn, I learned is like a huge character, and when Comic-Con hits, that black and red series is going to go bananas. And so I think it's a steal if you can get a Harley Quinn for $300. I didn't want to I had to just delete it. I've been like listing stuff and removing it because I'm like, no, that's too low. I don't want to sell myself short, you know, because like once it's gone, it's gone. Let me get back to this chat. Let me just text this kid real quick. All right. Wait, 2K. I have a 604 question mark hoverboard marketplace 415 gems. I don't think it will ever sell, but I'm not changing prices. That's a good price, man. That's a good price. I actually have a 99 hoverboard, not question mark, but no tech. I have a sub 199 no tech hoverboard, and it's crazy because this is the one that I got like 11 minutes after drop happened. So this is the one where I talked about how if you hit the buy now button, you know, you see the thing that pops up, and usually right away we're just clicking buy now. But if it's a little bit later, you can like have time to examine the number. And if it's not the number you want, and it's not one of those things that are selling out immediately, you can don't hit buy now, exit out, go back, go to a different brand, let it refresh, go back in, hit that buy now button, and a different number is going to pop up. That's what happened to me. I went back in and hit buy now, and a 0099 popped up. I was like, I'm not reading this right. So I'm staring at it. I'm like, oh, this is like somebody who got canceled or something early, and it just went back in the system. So if you don't like the number, you have to remember, don't do this at like drop day ultra rare. It's going to sell out like that. But some of the commons, I think uncommon maybe, there's a lot of them, they'll stay there. Like how the common hoverboards stay there. The no tech ones stay there too for a while. So I was going back, just like refreshing buy now number. Nope, didn't like that. So I kept doing that. That's how 99 popped up, and I got one. So it's crazy. Missed out, ultra rare, jumped from 500 to 800 in a day. Wait, which one? Which one, Gail? Are you talking about the ultra rare jump from 500 to 800? Are you talking about the Labbit? Check out Mayor, Marcy, and Rainey sets. 2 days you can complete set for 950. Wow, I have to check out those too. I only got one of each of those. I find myself either taking my listings down a day or two later if they don't sell, or raising the prices. Facts, man. What do you mean? I got the Labbit for a steal. I'm lost. Well, I meant like, you know, I probably should have listed it for a lot higher. Like, I think getting it for 170, I think it was, or 180, like I listed for you. I think that's a great buy, honestly, because like you were saying, there's not many edition counts for that. And if you fast forward a month or two from now, and there's going to be a lot more Frank Kozik, probably art and fans come, that's going to be a steal. But I'm glad I can, like, I'd rather sell it to you, or not even for the low, just sell it at a reasonable price, or, you know, a cheap price to somebody who watches the content and support the community. So that's why I don't mind it all. I still don't have my rainy coin. Dang, I paid a lot for my rainy coin. Bruh, I can't wait until OpenSea. We're gonna all be so giddy. Dude, I'm gonna be literally just like, yo, what? Dragon Girl's 20K? Because that's what's gonna happen, bro. You're seeing these prices with, it's weird because it's like, yes, it's only USD and credit card. So that's gonna make the masses get it. But it's kind of limiting the upside right now. Imagine what people have in ETH. Like, dude, it's gonna be crazy. Pride floor at 750. If you buy a Donnie, you can make 8K insta of it sells. If you buy a Donnie, you can make 8K gems insta if it sells. 29K. Next one is 37K. Wow. 10K jump. Have you guys checked and make a immutable account? Everyone should. I haven't, but I will do that. Death at 245 rising. I have one. Played some Gods and Chains. It's decent. I gotta play that. FA Harley 180. That's gonna be a steal, man. That Harley Quinn FA. It's going up. Penguin's gonna be $1,000 by the time we know it. I suck at this. Sold my low mint Clio for 700. Passed on the one to 650 and just bought one for 683. Okay, so you didn't make much money there. But don't say you suck at it, man, because we're all learning. You know what I mean? Some people are just on the better end of the stick. You may feel like you lost that one, but I guarantee you, if you don't give up and you stay with a good mindset on it and everything, there's gonna be a time where you really come up big and you do take a big W. So don't get down on yourself, man, because you don't really know. Hindsight is always 2020. Learning lesson, Domer. Don't stress. Right, exactly, Pass. Yeah. That's the thing, man. Like, I'm gonna have those lessons. I just sold a tile for like 600. I'm gonna look back in a month from now and probably be like, what was I doing? But right now, I won't have drop. I won't have gems for the next drop. Could be a huge drop. I still have to decide if I'm gonna get it. Even if I say no, I probably will end up getting because it's just how we are right now. But that's the thing. Like, you have to decide. Like, you may take a loss. You may sell something for low and it may go high, but you need those gems right now. So it kind of goes back to the situation. It may be a win long term. Also consider that with a count as low as 999, basically every Clio is a low mint, you know? Very true, exactly. That's kind of what I was saying. Like there's only 1,000. So even I forget what your mint was. I think like sub 200 or something like that. But everything's low with that. I sold my 399 Marty board for 125 gems. Not the same as your Clio, but still a mistake. Pitbull hoverboard 180. Ooh. Yeah, man. I sold the rare or the uncommon Labbit for 180. But that was still one of the community members who watches the content, you know, and so I feel good about that. And that's the thing, man. It's not I'm not giving back. It's not a free collectible. You got to pay a lot of gems for it. I mean, relatively, but I think it's cool too that like buying something as like I'm talking about it on the marketplace and like in live chat and you go buy it. Like I thought that was pretty cool. I knew it had to be one of you guys. I'm gonna go look at this marketplace and kind of just re-examine what's happening here. Yeah, because things are flying off the board. What's the tide at now? Todd's at 580. Lowest, it's a 5,000 mint. The next mint's a 7,000. The next mint's a 7,000. Look at the floor price mints on the Todd. I may have to remove mine right now because you can't get a lower mint than mine. I have the lowest mint Todd for sale at 650. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this should be over 700 bucks. This should be between like 700 and 750 right now. So I may have to just relist this for a little bit higher. Literally half the edition count. There's only 257 Todds too that are available in the market. I'm interested to find out what's going to happen when there's zero left. Like, hoarding. Like we haven't really seen a collectible like go out of stock on the marketplace. Like even the smallest ones, there's like 10 available or something. But there's going to come a time when nothing is for sale. That's when you see crazy prices, I think. Because it's gone to all collectors, you know. That point. Man, I've been sitting for a while. This is almost a 3-hour live stream. Who else is doing this? I might just do a 24-hour live stream with y'all because I'm just too excited. I can't go to bed right now. What do you got the parade tomorrow that I don't know how I'm gonna stay up for? I just want to sleep all day, honestly. But oh my god, it did just sell. No way. One of you guys just bought it. I gotta find out who this is. All right, I'm buying the ultra rare Labbit. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I did it. Oh, so much money. Who bought this? I was gonna literally raise it for an extra $100 too. Mammarian, are you watching my YouTube, man? Someone just bought it. That's crazy. I was literally just about to raise it for an extra $100 too. Where we at? Where we at? Oh damn! I grabbed mine on Marketplace, just under 100 to complete the set. On drop day, sold my Ultra Lab for 440. No, he sold your Ultra Elaborate for 440. It's like double right now, man. It's all right. You live and you learn. You know, you live and you learn. I mean, 440 is still probably a huge come up, right? Yeah, same here. Bought it for 75. I'll buy it. Put it at 850, Johnny. Done. I know I should have. It's gone. I got it. Oh, wait, Sneaker Guys, you bought it? It said some I don't know who Marion is. Is that you? I'm kind of upset right now. I sold the Todd. Damn. People just posted a funny picture. All right, I'm on Twitter now. Let me go check up. Let me go. Let me go. Nice to read and nice to write. What's that? NFT. You think Marvel logo might be added to this NFT after the drop? Oh yeah, I gotta repost that NFT Pirates and Bag Lady. Also, I love those two people, man. Let's go. Oh, so you're Stonks. I didn't realize you're Stonks, bro. Okay, where is I'm getting the people matched up now. Dude, so many Twitter. You guys are unbelievable. Like when I wake up in the morning, I literally have to just spend an hour, maybe even two, just to catch up with everybody. Stepping in, let's go. Too bad we missed it. When's the next one? Wife and I will definitely tune in. Oh, Wendy posted a tweet. Sorry, guys, I don't know a lot about lives, about doing lives, but we had a conversation with Johnny Dunn, the man. She's the best. Shout out to the Omi homies. They missed it. They'll catch the next one. We will do more in the near future, for sure. Yo, go follow Wendy if you guys aren't following Wendy already. Legend. First name basis, she's becoming a legend. I love the differences in cultures. I just did 5 escrows. What? Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. But man, you guys are buying all my collectibles. Let me know if it was you who bought the Todd Batman I just posted in there. I forget the name. It says Memarian, Memaryan. If that's you, let me know. You just saved yourself $100 because I guess that's what I get for talking about it on stream. It's kind of fun though, right? Like you get to enjoy it with me. I get to enjoy it with you guys. But I definitely just lost out on about $100. So as I was looking at the prices, I was like, you know what? This is actually way more expensive than what I had listed. I don't know where she's from. I know she's speaks all different languages, all over the place. So it's just cool to see, everybody in VeVe, everybody is from like around the world, and it just brings everybody together because not only do we see this as like a once in a lifetime opportunity for us all, but like everybody's into like the similar things, like Batman fans like can kind of relate to each other, and if we meet and you're from London and I'm from the States and we both like Batman, it's like, oh, cool. Like that's kind of how relationships even begin. Like you're all into the same stuff. So VeVe is the. I think Wendy even mentioned this on stream. It was like, uh, somebody asked her on a date to the marketplace or something. And she was like, I can see like one day dates in the VeVe verse. I was like, so true, so true. Like, I guess it's one of those things where people thought like at one point, just a handful of years ago, online dating was just weird and it still is weird, but you know what I mean? Like nobody was doing it. Now everybody's doing it. And so times just change fast. I'll hodl forever. Let's go. Bro, I appreciate that. I don't want to text right now because it's taking too much time, but Stonks, man, appreciate you. Hodl that bad boy forever, that Labbit. I'll do everything I can to make that more valuable. Walking Feather, Lori, today's the last time my mom's birthday, so hopefully happy birthday. Shout out to Lori for tuning in. You know, good person in the community. I know there's a lot of ups and downs and everything, but I think you mean well, and I think the community enjoys you. You know, so shout out to Lori and prayers with the family and everything. You know, thoughts are with you. Yo, that's my other Batman. He got. Appreciate it. Buy everything on drop. They love the content. Thank you, man. Stocks. Thank you, brother. DMing you right now. Keep it up. We'll do, man. We'll do. It's fun, man. It's fun just bringing content to you guys, you know. And I could do this all day. Like you see, this is 3 hours right now. It's felt like an hour, but I got to get to bed eventually soon. But it's just too much fun talking to you guys because we're all enjoying this together, man. We're all talking about it because I think we all love it. Just sit there and watch VeVe content all day. It's so interesting because it's so new too. Like I could just be on the marketplace talking to you guys all day. The Labbit is just at 1K now because I just bought the $900 one. I still got 700 gems right now, so I'm still loaded for the next drop. And I got my 23rd set finally. Feel good about that because I'm trying to have like a whole museum. I want people to be able to come in my showroom and just experience because it's going to be like a memory historic moment. Like they come in Johnny Dunn's museum, they're gonna be like, wow, let's get at the foresight back then. Like I just want to be able to have a whole museum type vibe. Like I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to complete, you know, all the sets from season 1, just because season 1's like you got the Moogly, you got the Harley Quinns, you got what am I missing here? You got so many crazy things from season 1, but I'm missing like 3 sets. The Powerpuff Girls set. But I do want that Harley Quinn Black and Red series. That's one I'm definitely going after. The gold Moogly. But I don't know if I'm able to get them. You know, it's expensive. I did get the Labbit. I hate paying that much for it. Especially because I didn't have the gems to buy it before. It was cheaper, unfortunately. So I sold my tie. I ain't selling no more ties. Hold all my 1,000 subs. Or not subs. More 1,000 mints. I got 4 or 5 left. Not touching those until we hit OpenSea. I'll probably sell one on OpenSea and hodl a lot. I want to sell one in like 2 years, you know, like 3 years. So I'm saving at least 2 for the longest time. And I'll probably sell one on OpenSea in like the next 6 months, and I'll sell another one in like a year. And I'll sell one more in a year, like kind of layer it out like that with the Tods. But imagine just having a Todd 10 years from now. I know it's kind of too long a way to like really think about. But if you just stashed 2 and just forgot about it type thing, you know, like, ooh, you might be able to retire off that alone. Plus the owe me that I know we all got, like, man. So I only got 2 collectibles right now on the marketplace. And I almost want to hold them because imagine having 3 sequential numbers. But I thought about it like, how are you really going to be able to display that? You could have them how I have them all, like That would be kind of cool, like just 3 next to each other with like 615, 616, 617. But I thought maybe it might be better just to have like 1,000 gems. Maybe they should be like $1,000 each because they are sub 1,000s and sequential. Empire Series 1, Season 1. That's the thing, dude. Talk about selling too low. Coming from someone who doesn't really have that much money, I'll oftentimes do that too. Is like not value myself as much because not used to a lot of money. But just because what's a lot of money to you may not be a lot of money to somebody else. So that's the thing you always got to think about too, man. But you can't go wrong with profiting, right? At the end of the day, if you make some money, you can't go wrong with that. So a lot of exciting times, but I'm gonna head off. I hate to head off when there's good 10 of you guys on here, even more sometimes up to 20. I think we had probably the most I've ever had on a live stream. So appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. I'm gonna be doing a lot of these more often. I think people aren't going to believe that this is a 3-hour live stream. You'll be like, how am I going to rewatch that, But I could do this every night, we all. It just comes down to sleep. Like, I know tomorrow I'm going to be so tired all day. I'm going to be like, oh, my gosh. But it's fun, man. I'm excited. The marketplace is going crazy right now. So I'm excited to get on Twitter again and, like, just feel it out with everybody and be part of the excitement. So I'm going to hop off finally. I'm going to try to go to sleep for maybe a few hours. I think I have to get up at like 7 a.m. So maybe like 3 hours I can sleep. Gonna be a rough one tomorrow, but appreciate the whole Omi fam for tuning in, the VeVe fam. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am because I really think we're just in a historic time. I could repeat myself all day, but sometimes that's what it takes too, to get it through people's heads because if you say it once or twice, it may not register, but you keep saying it. Like I keep saying FA Batman is the first and only time FA Batman will be released in premium digital format the rest of the history of the world. Same with the Superman. Same with all these FAs. That's what FA means. And so when you get an FA as big as of a brand as the Batman, Superman, it's just legendary. So I'm going to end it on that note. Appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. And, you guys are just crazy fun, man. The community is just unbelievable. You guys are really why I'm here. And so I love you guys. Appreciate it. And make sure you share it. Give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out.